Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. Alright, let's have all the things. I also need to post on Twitter. That's a good place to post things. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Wait, I think I know what. Let me put this here. Okay.
Oh, I'm not in the Discord. I'm like, I hear.
That might be why something felt weird. I'm like, I feel like there was some other stuff. You normally get in the Discord call with me. I was like looking around, like, what am I forgetting? What am I forgetting? What am I forgetting? What am I forgetting? It's okay. Most people don't show up in the first minute, except for Lumeris sometimes. But that's usually on Monday, anyways, when he does that. Sometimes Yang's in these, but sometimes not. I don't know. See, let's see. Okay. And then, okay, I think I have everything properly set up. Why is the brightness on my phone so low? Is that intentional?
Oh, so pull this down, pull it down again.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can toggle it.
Yeah, it just felt a little bit low.
New phone, what this?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, because I was like looking over it and it just felt like it had like a filter, like a freaking like Zack Snyder DC film filter on it. I'm like, this is like a little bit too dark. Just brighten it up a little bit. I want to be able to just like casually look over and see. Yes, that is a thing. And I think it's actually okay. There it goes. Yep. Okay, I think all the things are set up. I don't think anyone's showed up in chat yet, but supposedly there's someone watching us, so or not, I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, how are things with you?
I'm hungry.
You're hungry? Yeah. That's why we have the food.
It was sitting in front of me for an hour.
I mean, you didn't have to wait. I was planning on waiting.
I was too lazy to sit up.
Okay. Hey, Jojo. Man, my encoder really chose like the worst color for your name. It's really hard to read. I mostly know it's you because it has the vague shape of your name and it has a mod symbol next to it. You want to hop into the Discord call or you want to just vibe and chat for a bit? Because you know you're welcome anytime.
The vibes are very low right now.
The vibes are low. Yeah. Yes.
Chill.
All right.
They're just force quit. Which?
It may have. That's a bit weird. I specifically wanted it there so that I could keep an eye on it. You're gonna vibe for a bit? Awesome. Okay. That works. Ah, you just got out of the shower. Nice. Well, hey, if you're looking for a thing to do, vibing sounds great. What?
I was gonna say vibe while you're naked.
Vibe while you're naked? I mean,
And that's...
sometimes when I get out of the shower, I do just like sit in the chair and like at my desk and just like...
And you vibe yourself.
Oh, you were talking about a different thing. I was talking about like, you know, like the chill vibes of hanging out or, you know, just watching your friends or just watching your friends stream. Like sometimes I put on Res Dog stream when I'm out of the shower if it happens if I'm like showering in the morning or whatever. And
Do you guys also watch Res Dog while you vibe yourself?
It would be on brand, I suppose.
What cord is this?
I don't know what cord that
Oh,
is.
it's your old charger. It's your tablet charger. Technically.
Okay.
Sin got a phone.
Yeah, got a new phone today.
Sin's phone is no longer from 2008.
Yeah. Yeah, so we did a couple things this afternoon.
Web
Mm-hmm.
or Twit.
Yeah, because on Thursday, we're going to go on vacation for like a week with my mom and stepdad. And we're going to go up to like northern Utah, southwest Wyoming area. And we're also going to go up to Yellowstone. At least that's the plan. So we were out getting a couple things, one of which was upgrading my phone.
You guys can get those sweet, sweet vacation pics now.
If I remember to take them.
And feet pics.
I am not guaranteeing feet pics. That you definitely have to pay for.
Face reveal? Question mark?
I mean,
you can do Twitch on the app and show your face.
I don't know if we'll have strong enough signal for that, to be honest.
Are you promising me now that you have Twitch on your phone? If I get mauled by a bear, you'll go live. I'm just kidding.
No. Well, first of all, that is very much TOS. Because that is graphic violence. Like IRL violence.
It's just educational nature.
No.
You.
Anyways, what am I trying to say?
We did chores.
Yeah, but so we got some stuff. Like, I got some new shoes as
Got
well.
some beans.
Yeah. I got some new shoes as well. Because my old shoes were dying. They really were. And since we're going to be going up to, like, Yellowstone and stuff, it's like, yeah, it might be a good idea to have, like, proper shoes that are capable of walking in a mountainous area. Even if it's like a touristy mountainous area, but it's still a mountainous area, you know?
You say tourist?
Tourist?
Tourist, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm not, like, focusing on enunciating every single syllable.
Well, no, it's a valid way of saying tourist. It's just I've never noticed you said it like that.
Okay. I don't know.
Anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, and then
Taste a Cajun fry before you eat them.
yeah. So yeah, and we also got Five Guys for food, and that's what we're eating now. I'm eating a bunch of Cajun fries because their Cajun fries are pretty good. And boy, do I love how they fucked you up with fries.
I feel like they didn't today. It seems like we got a large and then we got a regular size, and they didn't like fuck up the bag with fries.
You know, that's kind of true.
And you know what I noticed too? I'm gonna complain about our local Five Guys. There was like 5 guys actually around the main center table. Like if you've ever paid attention to the kitchen area at a Five Guys, there's like a center table in the middle. They were all around that table on their phone, not making our food, and 2 other people were making our food. But to be fair, it was like 1 burger and the fries. That's not that hard.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't fuck us up with fries, and maybe it's just showing their how well they work. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I'm not really complaining. I'm not that upset about it. Like, it's like, yeah, maybe this is a little bit less than they might typically do, but it's not a big deal.
For you, only eating fries from there is kind of a big deal.
I'm not that worried. I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
Anyways, I feel a bit weird in this more podcasty section compared to last week, because last week we actually had like some like discussion topics, but we had like two, but it was enough to like talk about for like the entire thing. And now I kind of have like nothing. It's like, I don't know, we did some shopping, we're gonna go on vacation, but we don't have stories from the vacation because we haven't gone on it yet. So I don't know what to talk about.
Yeah, we also were like home with food an hour before we started. Like, instead of being like perfect timing, like, okay, we've got our food, let's start streaming.
Yeah.
The vibes are just too chill today.
They are pretty chill today, aren't they? That could change. I mean, because like the plan today for Magicmaker is step 1, don't delete the save file. Step 2,
cut a hole in the box.
Sure. But I'm gonna play through the desert zone and the temple zone all the way through. Okay, thanks for the conversation topic. We'll get to that when I finish what I'm about to say. I'm gonna do those 2 zones, and the stream before I accidentally deleted the save file, I did complete the desert zone, and I was on that zone for a while, just like struggling to actually beat it. Like I was on like the doctorate doctorate difficulty level, and which is the hardest level because I think it goes associates, bachelor's, master's, doctorate, because it's like a college and stuff, right? And so that's like easy, medium, normal, or easy, normal, hard, like, and then like super hard, right?
Fully erect.
Don't. And so I was struggling on that doctorate level.
You couldn't take it.
Shut up. For a while, for at least an hour straight on just that difficulty level.
How about an hour gay?
I guess it wasn't Pride Month. Oh my god, it's no longer Pride Month though.
We can't be gay anymore.
Oh my god, we can't be married because being married is gay.
Fuck.
Wow, I can't believe the Supreme Court did this.
First they took my rights as a woman. Now they took our rights as a gays.
Yeah. Well, they might. Anyways, so the conversation topic given by JoJo in chat is pie versus cake.
We've had this conversation. It was like a thing we talked about when we were first going out.
Yeah.
For like a while. I do remember this because I remember I had the thought, I'm like, wow, these are things that you talk about when developing a serious relationship with a person. I can deal with this.
Yeah, though we haven't talked about it on stream, so let's talk about it on stream.
So it didn't count. A relationship is a lie.
No, that's not what I meant. But it's a conversation to have on stream. But it is one that we've actually talked about quite a bit.
The cake was a lie.
The cake is a lie. In fact, if you go to about a year ago in time, you can see me. You can go if you go to the YouTube archive. Go to about a year ago, maybe a bit less, and you can watch me play Portal.
Wow, I can't believe you whored yourself in Rez's stream this morning, only to whore yourself a year ago. Now.
Yeah. And hey, person watching this stream 5 years in the future, go back 6 years ago.
Go fuck yourself. Not you, person watching this in the future. Anyway.
Yeah.
In a general, okay, I like food.
Oh, do
And
you?
I have my thanks. I have my reasons for liking both. I prefer pie if it's like an interesting homemade, preferably pie, or just I guess homemade in general. Just because it's sweeter, it's fresher, it's thicker crust, and I like crust.
Mm-hmm.
But cake, if it's an interesting flavor of cake, or like something with whipped frosting, because everybody fucking busts a nut over buttercream. Fuck buttercream. Shit's nasty.
I think that's just your family, because I've never seen that outside of your family.
No, you don't know how many. When I worked in a grocery store bakery, because sometimes they sell like containers of frosting, because it's like in house, even though we're buying it from another store.
Okay.
We, because it was, we used it more. We used whipped frosting more, just because it was the easiest and I think it's the cheapest. But I get at least one call a week of somebody being like, I want to order frosting. I want to order like 5 tubs of frosting. And I'm like, okay. And then they're like, I want buttercream. And I'm like, oh, well, we don't sell the buttercream. And they like get either sad or upset.
Oh.
And I'm like, why does everyone want this much buttercream?
I don't know.
And then you have the normal people that are like, can I have like a container or like 2 containers of whipped frosting? And I'm like, yes, you can. But if they were like, kind of like they seemed chill, I was like, let me let you in. It's basically Cool Whip. Go buy Cool Whip in the freezer section. It's cheaper.
Okay.
and they were like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyways, how do we do? We're pretty chill right now.
How do we do? Like the Discovery Channel.
Yeah.
My references are very niche right now.
That's not that niche.
But it's not referenced enough.
That might be fair.
If you know, you know, you know.
Yeah.
So it counts.
Yeah, so my thoughts on cake versus pie is
wait, sorry.
Oh, that's right, you didn't quite finish. Yeah.
Well, no, I had enough to finish, but I wanted to make a point because I want to clarify what an interesting flavor of cake is. Red velvet is not interesting. You're not interesting if your favorite cake flavor is red velvet. I'm sorry, I'm not saying red velvet's bad, but you're not special for saying red velvet's my favorite. You're not special. You're special in other ways, and I love you, but your cake choices are not that special. It's basically chocolate cake with food dye. There's like one other ingredient that makes it different, but like not enough. It's chocolate cake. Anyway, now you can continue.
Okay. In general, I prefer pie. I think pie is just better. I guess I kind of like the bready, doughy aspect of it.
The crust.
Yeah, the crust. Yeah, but I will say there are a lot of there are ways to do the crust in a way that's stupid and bad. And it will dramatically change my opinion of a pie. But most people who are like, if you're doing like a homemade pie, most people who do that do it very well.
Let me guess, you don't like the like graham crackery crumbly crust?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that.
I like that, but only with cream pies.
Okay.
Like a mousse type or like a...
Ever had Amish
meringue.
pie? I don't think so. At least if I have, I didn't know it under that name. So.
And I don't want to be rude, in case this is like a cultural, actual dish, but that sounds like something you'd look up on Urban Dictionary.
You know what that does. Anyway, but yeah, I like. So I like pies quite a bit. I especially like fruit-based pies, like like a strawberry pie. I think is really good. Putting berries in a pie is really good. It's a regular pie just made by Amish people. Thanks, Yang.
Delicious.
It's the only pie you've ever eaten. You've only ever eaten pies made by Amish people? That is a very interesting story, because that means you know Amish people, and those are the only people giving you pies, and you haven't had a pie in any other context, which is really weird.
Oh my gosh, is Yang the meme lord actually Amish?
But he uses the internet.
Exactly.
Wait, hold on. Oh, you don't like pie. Okay. That makes a little bit more sense. Okay. Um, but yeah, in general, I like pies a lot more. Um, that doesn't mean I hate cakes, though. I will say this, especially about cupcakes. This is a huge problem with cupcakes, but also a problem of other cakes. I hate the obsession with frosting and having way too much of it and making it aggressively sweet.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that. I like I even remember doing this as a kid. I would like scrape like some of the freaking frosting off because it was too much.
So,
And I just wanted the actual cake.
so you know what I've noticed helps with that? Oh, and I also want to put my 2 cents in that if it's cupcakes versus regular cake, I prefer cupcakes because I'm a little OCD, undiagnosed, but I'm pretty sure I am. I can eat cupcakes more evenly than I can eat a slice of cake because the frosting's on two sides and not the other, and then there's frosting in the middle sometimes if it's layered, and it's too confusing, and I can't evenly distribute the frosting versus the cake. Anyway, but that's a me problem. I figured out how to trick your brain into thinking it's less frosting or like more equal frosting.
Okay.
If you do that thing where you take off the whole wrapper on the cupcake, separate the cake part in half, and then flip it to make it like a sandwich.
Oh,
it tricks your brain into thinking it's more evenly dispersed.
That could help.
And it lets me put the whole cupcake in my mouth at once. Without making a mess. I can eat a cupcake in like 2 seconds max if I do that. And people at parties have been very confused because I eat things in one bite if I can to avoid crumbs. This includes cupcakes. So I will do this trick with my cupcake, wait till no one's looking, put it in my mouth, and then people will turn around and my cupcake's gone.
She's explaining why, Yang. She's explaining why.
Why what exactly? What part of my chaos?
I don't know. All I know is that you're explaining it, so I hope that somewhere in this there's an answer to
Can you
Yang's
be more
question.
specific? Which part of my fuckery is confusing? Because I know a lot of it is. I will gladly answer why if I know what you're asking why to. If it's just to why do I do these things, I don't know.
Well, you said probably OCD. Because you like to eat
I don't think OCD is the reason I eat things in one bite. Well, maybe it is. Oh, I still savor the flavor of food, even if I eat it in one bite.
Just so YouTube knows, he asked why eat in one bite instead of savoring the flavor.
Yes.
Carry on.
I do savor the flavor. I like food. I pay attention to it. I chew enough. Actually, you know what? The logistics of the way I eat really are going against me here. But I do appreciate food. But and I savor. Sorry, excuse me, I just burped. I savor the flavor of food. But I don't like mess. And I've mastered eating food in a way that doesn't require mess and napkins. I rarely use napkins because I don't need them. Because I eat things in one bite. I actually... Sin was playing Breath of the Wild the other night, and I was eating Pringles. And I fed Sin a Pringle, and I gave it to him in a weird angle. I'm like, why did you give it to me like that? And I had to explain the way I eat Pringles. So it made sense.
She eats Pringles sideways.
So, you know how there's like a wider end of the Pringle? And like there's a shorter end. It's like a long oval. I will put the two longest ends horizontally into my mouth. But it's because of the way they're seasoning Pringles now. If you look at a Pringle that has like very visible seasoning, you can tell it's like split down the middle. One side is unseasoned and one side is seasoned. If I put it in my mouth the shorter way, one side of my mouth will not have seasoning and the other side will, and I don't like that. So I turn it the other way and I put the whole thing in my mouth, because if you bite a chip, you're wrong because you're making crumbs everywhere. so I have to put the whole chip in my mouth so I don't make crumbs. I sound like an insane person, and this is going to be archived on YouTube. Link this to my therapist. Okay, let me read. I can just imagine you sitting in front of a cupcake display, just eating all the cupcakes in one bite, confusing all the other guests and caterers. I have.
Not at our wedding.
Not at our wedding. If they watched me eat the cake that Rez provided in one bite, my family would disown me.
Okay, so speaking of the wedding and stuff, and coming back to the cake versus pies thing, for a while, like years ago, we talked about the idea of like, what if we did, instead of a wedding cake, we did a wedding pie?
No, we said pies, multiple, like small.
Well, so it started out as just a singular wedding pie, but then you talked about the idea of having smaller pies that were much more shareable,
like tartlets, kind of.
Yeah, like what if you had cupcakes, but it was a pie, cup pies, and had that. And we liked that idea quite a bit. We didn't end up doing that because of logistical reasons, really.
Well, we didn't have a huge thing. When we have our giant gay nerd wedding where we're presented swords for our family heirs, then we'll have cup pies.
But our wedding was fairly casual. Well, I don't know if casual is the right term, but it was just like
casually gets married on a Thursday.
No,
afternoon.
we didn't casually get married, but it was like. But it was like, it was not this big, grandiose thing. Like, it was big. And did you get... What happened?
I got mayonnaise in my hair.
You got mayonnaise in your hair? How'd you manage that?
The burger came on me.
You okay?
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, our wedding was...
Not my hair! Not my hair!
Our wedding was fairly low-key. Like, it was pretty and stuff, because, like, we were by a lake, and like...
Under a tree.
We had, like, flower crowns and shit. It was really cool.
I never had flan. Sorry, Yang asked, you could do that idea with flan. I've never had flan, because my family is weird, and they'll scare the children away from food before they get a chance to try it. All my family says it's chewy and reminds them of fat on meat, and so I never had it. Because why would I want meat dessert?
Anyways, so our wedding was like pretty and significant in its own way, but it wasn't this big grandiose thing. We didn't really have any kind of like we didn't have any kind of catering or anything like that. But Rezdog, who is my best friend and was one of the witnesses, effectively being the best man, is he fucking my brain's short circuiting right now.
Family friend.
Yeah, so yeah, Rezdog's really freaking cool, and he knows this like particular person who makes really, really good cakes. And he asked me what my wife's favorite type of cake was, or flavor was, and I was like, well, she likes lemon-flavored things. And he was like, alright, I'm gonna get you a lemon cake for your wedding. And I'm like, okay. So, and he showed up to the wedding with this cake. And it was honestly the best cake I've ever had. It was really good. Most cakes don't impress me, but that one did. And so, like, even though I'm generally and still of the opinion that, like, pie is better than cake, that cake was pretty fucking good, and I can respect a good cake.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think that's the extent of my opinion.
My next flavor that's easily obtainable for cake is, like, vanilla bean. Not vanilla, vanilla bean.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't think there was a difference until I went to a baby shower for a cousin, and she had catered some local cupcake person, and they did vanilla bean. That was the most delicious cupcake I've ever had in my life. It was so light and fluffy, and you could taste the difference with having the actual like vanilla bean flavor in there. It wasn't just like sweet vanilla extracty. It was like light and soft. I also ate it in one bite, but I had like 6 consecutively, which goes back to Yang's thing about confusing guests and other caterers, because I did eat these in one bite, but no one saw me actually bite it. It was just gone 2 seconds later. So I like angel food cake. People shit on it a lot. It's really good.
I think I had angel food cake once, and I remember being unimpressed.
I think because you just had it plain.
Maybe.
And a lot of times people put like just strawberry like stuff on it, so it's like a strawberry shortcake thing, and that's boring. Also, in my opinion, but like angel food cake is like something I would treat it like a base, and you would just an angel food cake bar would be a smart decision for a wedding, because you could have like the slices individually and different like flavors to add on top. That'd be so smart. I'm a genius.
I love you.
We're gonna have 2 weddings now. One will have pie, and one will have an angel food cake bar. And we'll have Nutella and berries. Oh yeah, sponge cake is what people use for like angel food cake. Not angel food cake. Strawberry shortcake.
So can I point out something here that's kind of funny? Or I guess mostly ironic. It's pretty ironic that Yang, a white guy from rural Florida, has had flan, but my Mexican American wife living in the Southwest U.S. has not.
No, I think the Mexican restaurant we regularly get from, I think they have flan. Maybe we should try
They
one.
do. Yeah, they have a sign that says like "It's fantastico." Have you not seen
I
that
could
sign?
feel how hard you were focusing to pronounce that correctly.
Because you judge me when I just like am lazy about it. Because you grew up in a Mexican American family where even though you don't know how to speak Spanish, you know how to say Spanish.
My sister gets mad because I only pronounce foods with an accent.
Shall I join the call if you want to? I mean, you are a certified cool guy. You're allowed.
Yeah, but yeah, my sister judges me. Because we're like, we'll talk about like, oh, what do you want to have for your birthday dinner? And I was like, oh, let's cater. Let's have barbacoa and the rice and beans and make pico and salsa and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And my sister's like, why are you talking like that? I'm like, what do you mean? It's what it's called. She's like, you don't know Spanish. Why do you say it like that? And the way I'm imitating my sister is exactly how she is. I'm surprised she's not from a white family and was adopted.
I can one up. I've made my own flan before.
Oh my god!
Then make me flan.
It's been a long time. I made it in high school. You know, that was good times. It's very easy. I remember it being very easy.
So
Like
is it
anyone
just like
can
a
do it.
gelatinized custard?
It's just a custard. It's nice and sweet and fluffy. It's very simple. The top is hard because it's caramel that's caramelized.
So it's served cold and that's why it's hard?
You cook it, put it in the fridge, I believe, if I'm remembering this correctly. God, it's been forever. I didn't commit the recipe. I didn't commit making flan to memory. I didn't commit a lot of things from culinary
You're not
to
a
memory.
professional flan maker?
Fuck. Oh, man.
That's not very fantastico of you.
Honestly, I think my first introduction to flan was fucking Courage the Cowardly Dog.
When would I have flan?
Oh, you've never... Oh.
I don't remember this.
Flantastic Flan?
that kind of rings a bell.
I don't know, man. I was a PBS kid.
You had Sesame Street
I did.
and Cyber Chase.
I had Cyber Chase. Cyber Chase was dope.
Do you remember the theme? Sing it in its entirety right now. Or you're a fake fan. I could.
Okay. I hope chat and future YouTube could feel me staring at my wife as she said that.
Could have put this in memes.
What are you putting in memes?
By Fantasy Flan.
Ah.
Oh, I recognize this now.
Okay.
Literally hypnotized the entire middle of nowhere into getting fat on flan.
You want peanuts now?
I don't need the peanuts. Thanks.
You don't need these nuts?
Not right now. Maybe later.
This trip
I've
over.
also catered before.
You've catered?
Technically, yes.
Okay.
The Valspar golf tournament. If you know what that is.
I don't.
What's golf?
My
I'm gay.
we actually live pretty close to a
I'm
golf
gay
course.
and a woman. What is golf?
It's when you go to a club to smack someone's balls.
Oh yeah, I've been invited to that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Sorry.
it's basically a big golf tournament and near where I lived, and my high school culinary class always caters it, or not my specific class, but the school itself.
Okay.
And you could volunteer for it. No one gets voluntold, and I was like, I'll do it, because I think I was trying to get out of something else, but I don't remember.
But can I appreciate something about like human behavior or English speaking people's behavior when it comes to the term volunteer? I love how like the idea is like you're supposed to like willfully do it, but there's this recognized pattern of being told to do things, and so it's like, okay, you're being voluntold. I love that that's just a thing that people have done linguistically.
I wasn't voluntold though.
Yeah, I know. I know.
But you did need a certain amount of community service credits or whatever. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
non-paid work to get the certificate at the end.
Like the diploma or something else?
No, it's not the diploma. It was something
'Cause-
else.
Yeah, I don't think we have
They
anything
needed
like that.
They needed. I remember they saying you needed community service hours from somewhere. You're supposed to get like 20 hours per week, so basically a part-time job.
Okay, that's a bit weird. So like,
I just remember it being one of the requirements. I don't remember why.
were you in some kind of special program?
It was a culinary arts program, so yes.
Oh, okay. So this was specifically for culinary. Okay, I thought you were talking about high school in general.
No, God no.
Okay.
Though this was a pretty fancy elective. Like we had our own kitchens. We had two kitchens. We had a kitchen where we baked where we had the pastry side, and then we had the savory side.
That's cool.
You got both front of the house and back of the house experience, because we also did luncheons on every Thursday. Chef said, hey, we're making these for our entree, appetizer, whatever, for lunch. And every class would do a step to making that. And then the seniors would serve and prepare the food in the back of the house.
Cool.
It's basically to get you acquainted with the lifestyle of food service.
Yeah, that's pretty good for people who are actually serious about wanting to do any kind of culinary stuff. Um, I remember so in our high school, one thing that our orchestra director did towards the end of like last couple 2 years that I was there, because like during the time that I was in this high school orchestra, the orchestra population had kind of grown like a lot because a lot of kids wanted to do that stuff, which is awesome. It's very awesome that a lot of kids were like actually wanting to pursue music, even if it was just for the sake of doing it. Um, and he started this new class that was a quartet class. And one of the things that so the way that one works is that rather than having one big orchestra where you play as one big ensemble, it's you have groups of different string quartets, or if you, in my case, since I played bass, string quintets. Um, and he would give us like a bunch of different music to go over and perform and stuff like that, and just get really good at this type of stuff. And throughout the year, we would have various gigs that we would actually go to kind of show off, like, hey, here's a bunch of high schoolers who know how to do actual gigs and things. Um, and sometimes like the whole class was at like some bigger gigs. Sometimes it was like individual quartets would actually be like going to individual gigs or whatever. Like for example, I got my quintet to actually play at the reception of a wedding of someone I knew from the church that I grew up in, which was pretty cool. Um,
I forgot about this. I looked back into my old culinary academy, and I forgot about this. They always put on their front page the stuff the academy won
oh yeah,
that year, that graduating year. And fucking 2018, it was one of the best years ever. Actually, I think it is the best year because there's a couple culinary competitions going on. There's Pro
yeah.
Start, Skills, and that's the two that they have on here. And my friends got first place in the edible centerpiece. Oh, I remember who that was. Fuck, I haven't seen her since high school. But yeah, she got first place in the edible centerpiece, and we also got first place in the Florida State Skills USA Florida State job demo. Fuck. I didn't really pay attention that much. Oh, who else is here?
Hello.
Oh hey, it's a JoJo.
Wow.
Hello.
Wowzers. Sorry to.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm reminiscing.
No, it's
I'm not really
I mean-
providing anything.
I mean, it's a little bit on topic for me to be reminiscing too, specifically about my high school orchestra, because I actually had a weird dream about it last night.
Ooh, let's hear this.
Well, I'm not
Into
sure
dream
how much to
territory.
explain about it, and I don't want to give away too much because it's like some of it did involve like people I knew.
Time for you to share your dreams now.
But it's like, so it was like it was weird because like I was back in that high school orchestra, and apparently I was also taking classes too. It wasn't just the orchestra, but most of it took place in the orchestra room. And there were like a fair amount of people that I remember from high school in that class, like playing instruments and stuff. Um, and like I remember being like kind of happy that I was back in that room playing with this like orchestra director that I really liked as a teenager, and just doing all sorts of stuff. And at some point, I think I was trying to adjust my end pin for my bass, and like I kind of dropped the bass a little bit, and it like sort of broke, but in a weird way. And like the whole rehearsal had to be like paused and canceled for that to kind of address the issue. And I was like the director was like in his office, and I was like trying to like fix the bass, and I turned it into this weird guitar thing that was like triangle shaped, I think. And I was like, well, maybe this could work. I don't know. I feel a bit bad about all the fact that the freaking rehearsal had to be canceled, but like my director in the dream was like, no, it's fine, man. Like I feel bad for you because of what just happened here, and so it was, and also the fact that I had recently left my pest control job was like canon to the dream universe.
The lore.
Like, it was weird, dude.
The Sin cinematic universe?
Dude, that dream made no sense.
No dreams make sense.
I
Even
know.
when I told last week about you being Anakin and not listening to me,
What?
Sin hates sand?
I don't remember this. I remember talking about Anakin last week, but not under that context.
it was earlier on in that stream.
I don't remember this.
That's
Sin,
pretty
what's
much
your
it.
opinion
And
on
then-
sand?
What's my opinion on sand?
Yes.
Sand's fine.
How dare you answer this question normally?
You're supposed to say it's coarse and gets everywhere.
Of
Yeah,
course it gets everywhere.
Of course it gets everywhere. It's sand. No, but no.
I miss George Lucas's. I miss George Lucas's awkward dialogue.
I don't. It was fucking weird. Was it in Rez's stream earlier today? We were talking about how like George Lucas put some like straight up just like racist accents in the prequels, and it's like, what the fuck?
It was
George
not
Lucas?
today. Today was just politics. Us just hijacking his stream for our own political messages.
It was also the racism today.
It
I think
was-
that
it
was
was
before you
also-
joined Yang.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we were. Oh, I never even finished my thoughts on J.K. Rowling
I
in
have a
that stream.
question.
What?
Because I was waking up when you were in that stream. And
Okay.
I heard in and out what you were telling me. And all I know is you turned to me at some point and was like, put that in quote chat. Let me read what I put in quote chat. If Jesus jerked one out on the cross, I'd be impressed. What was the context for that? I was half asleep and you told me to put that in there.
Go watch Twitch.
No, I'm here now and I
Twitch.tv/.
want answers.
_Res Dog to find out.
Oh God,
I'm here now and
It-
I
it's
want
incredibly
answers.
cursed, and just raw dogging it is gonna be jarring.
I honestly, I'm trying to remember. We were talking. It was something about. Someone had said something about.
Was
like,
it about the second
Wait,
gaming
it was
of
a
Christ?
we went
No, it
from
wasn't that.
Florida preacher, and then we shifted from Jesus, talking about Jesus on the cross, and I made an offhand comment about
about Jesus
jerking-
it. Yeah.
jerking off with the hole from the nail.
I don't remember that detail.
Oh my gosh, I was half asleep, but I remember thinking the same thing. Because all you said
no.
was that, and then you're like,
That's-
put that in quote chat. And I
That's
didn't have
disturbing
the
to
energy.
find out that you and Yang might be operating on a similar wavelength. That's
I
disturbing.
just didn't have the energy to say that into the mic because I was half asleep.
Well, now you know.
Well, it was me getting into that Florida preacher mindset. I swear.
There's something about the Florida preacher mindset that makes you think about Jesus jerking off with the hole in his hand.
Of course.
Like, it's okay to think those words, but if you visualize it while you say it, that's the problem.
Yeah, I figured that out the hard way because my brain was like, "Oh,
Oh yeah, you figured out the hard way, all right.
I have a hammer."
Don't.
What layer of hell are we going to, by the way?
we're gonna get the tour.
We're gonna get oh my god, we're gonna be like Dante himself.
We're gonna get the
elevator
VIP.
key
We're gonna
so
get
we
the
can go wherever we
VIP
want.
treatment.
The Virgil important person treatment.
We got the elevator key so we can go wherever we want.
Damn.
Jesus gave it to us himself.
Man, Jesus took the whale and he gave us the keys to hell.
He died
Can you
for our
take the peanuts
sins.
away from me? I don't even like peanuts, and I'm eating them.
Okay. I'll put the peanuts like here.
My
I
face
guess.
hurts
My
from
mouth tastes like
smiling about this shit.
Okay.
I just love thinking about Jesus jerking off.
Okay. All right.
As it says help on your screen.
Yep. I'm gonna pull up Steam. We're gonna switch. We're gonna switch to the game. Maybe it's time.
Jesus switched hands.
Help. That is a great time for Chris Ray Gun. What? How does Chris Ray Gun just manage to appear at the perfect moment?
You should recreate
Listens
that
to your
photo. We were
prayers.
at Target today.
Oh, we could have done that, and we
Yeah.
didn't.
What about Target?
We were at Target earlier today, and we could have recreated this screensaver that I have.
I know what section that's in. Could have
The help section.
in the help section.
In the help section.
Imagine you walk into Target on like an Instacart run. You're like, I need this item. And it's just this picture of Chris Reagan with the help letters. You're like, oh yeah, that's in the.
Oh, hi, Lumaris. I see you showed up right at the second coming of Christ.
Panic!
Yeah. All right. We're gonna
Second coming.
we're gonna switch.
The camening of Christ.
Oh, Jojo, how'd you like my IT meme?
It was pretty good.
My dad has that same exact computer.
All right,
as
I'm
me.
gonna
It's all
pause this
from the
music
chat.
over here, and then.
I love how you could just recognize that computer.
Oh no, I used that computer. That was my first gaming thing. Was that computer? I
Oh my
played
gosh, she's
FTL
wrong
on
with
it
it. I
and
put that in the meme chat.
Banner Saga.
Hell yeah.
Right.
FTL is so fucking good.
Yeah.
Here, I'm
Did you ever
posting
beat
this-
FTL?
I never beat
Yeah.
FTL, but I did get to the boss.
I've
Here,
killed
I'm
the boss
posting this before the Jesus conversation is gone.
We can't leave Jesus behind.
Are you gonna make me show it on stream right after I switch the caption to the game?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my actual god, I guess. Holy shit. Alright, hold on. So we got
Oh my god.
So I have to
my god.
so we have to look at this apparently. What the fuck? Honestly, it's
He
not as
has 3 hands in the bottom left.
I
The prophecy is true. He has an extra one for
That's how he did it on the ground.
I guess.
he did a miracle.
fellas.
It just grew another hand.
Oh my gosh, the eyes on the top left one are the most accurate eyes I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, this AI thing,
It's an
whatever
AI thing,
this
yeah.
is terrible at faces. And the top left one is like the eyes are not 100% cursed; they're only like 90% cursed, which is
It looks like somebody to
shockingly
like.
good.
It looks like somebody cut out the eyes of like a Jesus painting and is looking through them.
They stuck him on another Jesus painting. What if you made a new Jesus painting out of Jesus paintings?
Oh shit! I think that's
Pretty sure
basically what
someone
these
said
are.
that.
I mean, yeah.
Like the serial killer letters?
The serial Jesus files.
Just use you and McGregor.
Fun fact: you could use Ian McGregor and Liam Neeson. Both will work.
So you can use Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
I just thought of
Master
it.
and apprentice, and what I'm telling you.
I've got an April Fool's
Liam
for my
Neeson's the
mom.
father, Ewan McGregor's the son. Who's the Holy Spirit?
The
Yoda.
Force.
Yoda.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Anyways, I'm gonna do the game thing.
Unrelated, but related. I've now had the idea. My mom does those weird mom art things where it's like you put the bedazzled jewels on numbers and it makes a picture out of jewels. I don't know if people know what that is. but she gets pictures, and then it's like paint by numbers, but with gemstones. Anyway, I'm gonna get her one that's Obi-Wan Kenobi or Qui-Gon Jinn, and tell her it's Jesus, and she won't know.
How would she
She's
know?
never seen Star Wars.
But it's because it's like, what's those paintings where they look complete from far away because they're like blurry and weird? That's what they look like because they're made of little rhinestones. So she'd have to remember Qui-Gon Jinn or Obi-Wan Kenobi and be like, wait a minute, this isn't right. And she won't. And then she'll hang it in her house because she's that kind of mom. And then I'll laugh every time I go over because she has a hanged photo of Obi-Wan Kenobi in her house.
Waiting for the one day somebody asks, "Why do you have Obi-Wan Kenobi on your wall?" No, that's Jesus.
I'm not gonna tell her until she's dying.
Hey mom,
When she's
I know
like
you're terminal,
100
but
years old. When she's 100 years old, dying, I'll be like, hey ma, you know that treasured photo you made that I got you? It's actually Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I was wondering why Jesus had a lightsaber.
I'm gonna be like, "Who is that?"
As she's dying, say hi to Ewan McGregor for me.
What?
That's a pretty good DPS upgrade I just got there.
Upgrades.
Upgrades!
A bit of an upgrade.
That's a movie I want to watch again. That robots movie.
Oh,
Upgrade?
yeah.
Upgrades,
Upgra-
people, upgrades.
Oh, hey, who's this character? Mabel
I have
Westwood,
it on
potions
DVD.
expert. Bubble, bubble, toilet trouble, something, I'm a witch! Nailed it.
That's something I would do.
Dude, I love the sense of humor in this game. Like, we're probably not gonna do it in this stream, but there is a,
What's that flag on the bottom floor?
Go Cheetahs.
Is that spelled right? Or am I just stupid?
Don't you hate it when the mafia boss tests your reflexes with a hammer?
CHEETAHS.
Is that how you spell cheat?
You have Google.
Take out the O's and put an O in there.
Anyways, there is a special event thing that's like completely optional, as far as I remember in this game, but it's very fun. Where a school dance happens and hijinks ensue. I'm not going to reveal more than that, but it's
Is there pig blood involved?
I don't think so. But
That's a lot of movies.
but let
There's
me,
a high school
Unprotected
dance
sex
and
is
things
involved.
happen.
hold on. But let me show you a character that is heavily involved in this little side story. It's this character, Douglas Snake Slithers, modern wizard. What do you want? Is what he says.
What is this, fucking Hogwarts?
A little bit. It's literally a magic community college.
We gotta get back to Hogwarts.
But yeah, so this character that's based off Severus Snape from Harry Potter is heavily featured in this school dance. Alright. So,
Honestly, if Hogwarts held a school dance, I feel like he would be the one in charge of it.
oh, he would probably. I don't know about that, but.
Dumbledore.
Actually, I'm pretty sure it would be McGonagall, because didn't she literally teach the Gryffindor house how to dance for the Yule Ball? And
Yeah.
All of my brain just thought of like a Footloose scenario, but with fuck magic. And, I gotta teach you all how to dance, because they made dancing illegal in Hogwarts.
The
You
real
guys
magic was
obviously
the
haven't
magic in
seen
our
the Harry
feet.
Potter musical.
Yeah.
Is Footloose a musical?
Is it?
It's
What
not
do you call a
technically-
musical when it's dancing?
It's not technically a musical.
TikTok.
And you could be like, oh, well, they dance along to a song playing like in the universe, but they're at a dance, so there's enough reason to be like, oh, they're just dancing to the music at the dance in the actual universe. So it's not technically a musical.
Dude, look at this guy below me trying to, like, keep pace with me in terms of, like, looking the right direction. He gets confused sometimes.
Now my brain's on to musicals. My favorite musical is fucking Grease.
My favorite musical is fucking, the one that's Monty Python. Spamalot.
Is that a musical?
Yeah. I literally took you to that one.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I was too busy trying to get you to date me.
This was, like, actually, like, our second date or something like that, so yeah.
Just trying to convince you to stay.
I mean, it worked, I guess. I mean, look, you let me take you to Spamalot. That was pretty awesome to me.
You liked Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd was actually pretty good. But yes, Spamalot is the musical version of Monty Python and the Holy Grail. So, if you haven't seen either of those, go watch both of them. They're great.
I think Monty Python's on Netflix.
Is
I
it?
don't.
It is.
I don't know.
I remember getting it recommended to me.
Netflix.
Monty Python's pretty good.
I've actually never seen it. I tried to
And
watch it when I was a
like
kid, but I
Brian
didn't have the attention span for it.
Well, time to have the attention span for it.
Ah,
Anytime,
it is on Netflix.
I'm gonna,
Here's your homework stream.
I'm gonna go to the desert now. So,
Have you seen Grease? Grease 1 or
Yes.
Grease 2? Have you seen the scenes without the music?
Have you ever watched it with the TV muted?
No, it's literally just the snapping and footwork sounds and them talking, but there's no
Yeah.
music at all. It's fucking
It's like the
great.
edited videos thing where it's like
Yeah,
they
they basically
take
took
out all the music and put Foley in it and everything.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Fucking
And-
touching Grease like the country.
Yeah, no, it's Grease like a grease monkey.
Grease like the hair gel in the 50s.
And they sound like they're fucking like stoned as shit.
hi Yamato, how's it going?
I don't watch many musicals, but that being said, I think Grease is a good one to have as a, like, hey, that's my favorite.
Yeah, I wouldn't
My
know.
favorite
I wa-
I'm not really big on musicals personally.
So many musicals.
Yeah, unlike my wife.
Wait, what was it? The last stream or the one before where I was talking about how fucked Dear Evan Hansen is?
I think it was last stream, yeah.
It sounds familiar. It was probably one of these streams, but I don't know, man.
It was at some point in the past.
Dear Evan Hansen's good. It's on-
Y'all remember when High School Musical was a big thing?
Of course I do.
I was a High School Musical kid. That was me and my cousin's shit. My cousin Ariana Grande. We loved that. It's what started her music career. We did the dances. We did the sing-alongs. We saw the last one in theaters. Like,
Oh my god. Y'all would have been TikTok kids if that was around at the time.
Yeah.
also Camp Rock.
Camp Rock! That's the only thing I know about that, Camp Rock. My favorite musical is Hamilton, because I guess.
Because I did. It's good too.
But it's very easy to just listen to and sing along to while on a 2-hour car drive. Because the entire
be
show
me.
is basically sung.
Yeah, that'll be me on our trip by
Yeah.
myself and listening to headphones. Well, Sid and my mother-in-law are gonna listen to like actually
Camp
decent
Rock.
music. I'm gonna be listening to my created musicals playlist that I've made on Spotify, where it's like things such as the entirety of High School Musical, Chicago, Hamilton, Wicked.
Yeah. Also, hi Lexu, how's it going?
Featuring other things like Mamma Mia.
Hell yeah. Also Mamma Mia. I
Relax.
forgot about Mamma Mia.
And Grease.
Can't go wrong with
And
that,
others.
but-
Yo, you ever forget that Greece is a country?
I can't because I grew up in a Greek neighborhood.
Did you really?
Or no, not neighborhood, but Greek school, basically.
Really?
See, someone appreciates my taste.
Huh.
A lot of Greeks went to where I lived. In the city I lived in, which actually probably gonna give it away. There's a lot of...
I mean, I didn't know Greek. I didn't know the Greeks emigrated to Florida of all places. So
There's a very big Greek community where I used to live.
okay. Well, I guess if anyone knows their Floridian demographics, they might know where Yang is. But I don't.
Used to
So
Time to hunt him down and steal his memes.
Still is Greece.
I just live in the
Steal
place.
his Grease.
Oh hey, I saved the wizard's guy I was supposed to save. Phew, thanks. Now I can go back to being upset about the stolen scroll. What does it contain? Powerful
Actually, you know what?
transfiguration spell, of course. I thought everyone knew. Which in dark
Actually, you know
clothes
what? I'll
already
shill a
plundered.
little bit.
So, you're gonna shill? Okay.
Yeah, go to Tarpon Springs, Florida Sponge Docks. There's a lot of good Greek food there.
Oh.
Okay.
Very big touristy area.
Yeah. Also, you see that, Angelo?
I don't.
Lexu says that you have great taste.
You didn't listen to me when I said, see, someone appreciates my taste, and
I-
you ignored me.
We were talking about other shit.
We were talking about Hamilton in Greece.
I heard her.
I saw your comment. Like,
Okay.
As soon as you said it.
Okay.
Sin ignored me.
I'm also like playing the game. I'm allowed to maybe not see things immediately and not know what you're talking about immediately.
That's our marriage in a nutshell.
I'm doing the thing, so I'm allowed to be stupid.
Only one of us can have the brain cell at a time.
Actually, so I think we figured it out yesterday. Actually, while I was playing Breath of the Wild.
We don't share a brain cell.
So, like-
we share a gremlin cell.
Yeah, so it's like, you know how like you and Rez and company share a brain cell, and I'm the one who has to sit there and like just suffer.
Barbecue sauce on your titties.
Yeah, barbecue sauce on my titties, suffering through your guys' collective stupidity. So me and my wife, we don't share a brain cell, but what we do share is the gremlin, the essence of the gremlin. Where I think most of the time she has it, but sometimes what? Am I wrong? You gonna look at me and tell me that I'm wrong?
She
Gonna
wore
call
a
me out on
crown and she
stream.
came down in a bubble, Doug.
But sometimes, especially when I'm playing Breath of the Wild, that gremlin in me can just come out, and it's fun. And
You admitted it.
make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow, subscribe,
So you guys are in
Follow.
for a treat.
hit the bell on YouTube.
5 stars.
And you might catch a wild gremlin sin.
You guys will be in for a treat when Sin plays Breath of the Wild. It'll be grinding all the Lionels and killing them, and
I don't know about that. I honestly, I don't know how that was gonna go, but I also don't have to think about that for months.
every time you open the game, before you have like a direction you're gonna go,
Okay,
you always kill a
currently,
Lionel.
currently. But like I'm saying, when I'm streaming the game, I will probably have a different approach because I'm not just doing it in my spare time. I'm now like, okay, this is the thing I'm doing on my channel, so I want to make sure
Welcome
I'm
to
doing.
my channel.
Yeah, and like, yeah, might it be? Might there be times where I do shit like that? Sure, but is that gonna be the thing I do? Probably not, because I'm probably gonna focus a little bit more on actually like progressing through the storyline and shit, you know?
Cool if you get them.
Well, okay. I mean, look. If people want to see me fight Lionels a bunch, I can do that. I'm not opposed to that.
If that's what the people want.
Shut the fuck
The
up.
people, all 3 viewers.
I mean, what I'm trying, I like to actually get through my Zelda games at some point. No, I don't rush through them. I do take my time with them because I like to actually experience and absorb all the emotions thereof. But like, Breath of the Wild is also a big fucking game, and I might need to actually push through that game rather than kind of like, you know, whatever I'm doing with the current Zelda games that I'm doing. Anyways, so I brought this sword for a reason, because I know the desert has a lot of enemies in it. Like, as there's little, small little, like, critters that you could, like, farm a lot of kills on, and it gets more powerful with all of those, and you can release it in one big Nova. I typically forget to use that Nova. This is going to be the boss fight right here. I want to see if this one shots the boss. Because if it does, fucking worth it.
How long were you holding that in? Are you okay?
I don't know.
Like, we're talking about bullshit and you're waiting to explain sword.
Yeah.
And you did that so efficiently, so you must have been holding it in.
Of course, I do need the boss to be on screen. Ow.
Dies immediately.
This might be a problem. I'm actually starting to have the boss be on screen. Oh! There we go.
Jesus.
Okay.
It one-shot the boss.
You are holding up this thumbs up for far longer than you need to. No one can see you but me.
Well, you got a thumbs up.
It was at the monitor, it wasn't at me.
Fuck. Okay,
Everyone
I guess I have to go
watching,
this way.
You got a thumbs up. Yeah.
Yeah, are you proud of me, Lumeris? I remembered to do the thing, and it worked. It worked like...
Lumeris, are you proud of me now?
Proud of me, Dad?
You're my new father figure.
Get out of
My
the way,
real dad's in
son.
Poland.
I think Lumeris is only like 3 years... I think he's actually like the age of my brother. He's my new brother figure.
Brother daddy.
Don't...
Bratty.
Are you winning, son?
Are you winning, brother?
Brother!
Are you winning, brother?
Talk to me,
brother.
Talk to me like a Goron. Call me brother.
Oh.
Don't
You're
talk
not
to me like
fun
you're Macho Man Randy Savage.
All right, let's
You're
look
gonna
at
have fun with the Goron part in Breath of the Wild right now. Watch.
what. Wait, what?
Sin's doing the Champions Ballad in Breath of the Wild.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
You're gonna like the Goron part.
Yes.
You're gonna like the way you
Yeah.
Zelda.
It's cause Link is an honorary brother.
Dude, yeah.
It's
That
so
was one of my
cute.
favorite things in Oracle of Ages when I literally got like the Goron medallion and like it made you an honorary Goron. I was like, dude, I'm a certified brother now.
Certified pro.
Yeah.
That's literally like
Father.
like a gang handing you like the N card, like they actually typed out N-word cards. And it's like, you're a brother now, homie.
Well, what would okay? Maybe this is a bad question to ask, but like,
Father help.
what would the what would the Goron equivalent of the N-word be?
Stop.
Whoop. Hey, that's our word.
Oh.
Alright, let me read these items. So we have Mary's Bottle of Storm. So hold Q to knock back on screen enemies. Becomes Mary's Bottle of Nothing. Exactly what it says on the bottle. Basil's Hourglass of Regret. Place Hourglass, warp hour. Oh, okay, so it gives me the ability to like warp to it. Immediately upon its creation, Basil knew it was a bad idea. Angry Gorgon Head. Petrify all on-screen enemies for 5 seconds. And they cannot deal or take damage. It was angry before being removed. You don't want to know how irritable it is now. And then we have the Heart Seeker. Enemies have a 25% chance to drop a bonus health pickup. The fastest way to a monster's heart.
Oh.
Funny and
Oh.
cursed. Yeah, welcome to... Look, if you're in the Sindef and Rezdog's Gremlin house, you know what funny and cursed is.
That's like a fucking restaurant.
What do you serve at this restaurant?
You will come on down to Res Dog and Cinder's Gremlin house. Get your...
What would Resdog if Resdog and I started a restaurant?
Come on down, get you a pancake.
Honestly, we'd probably have a lot of stir fry because we both like stir fry quite a bit.
Don't answer this seriously. You have to find something shitty to say.
So go to Resdog for the meme answers. Go to me for the honest answers. Because Resdog is the meme lord. I'm the honest one.
The meme you.
Yeah, I'm the dead meme.
The meme
Check my
you.
Twitter bio. It literally starts out with dead meme.
Stop shilling yourself, you whore.
Oh, boo, you whore.
The Gorgon head would have been pretty nice for the fairies. It really would have, yeah.
That reminds me.
Actually, would it have been? Because they also can't take damage. I don't know if the Gorgon head's good, actually.
What was that thing? Jojo just said, boo, you whore. And I just remembered. What was that thing we were talking about? About the weather people with vibrators?
The weather people and what?
Vibrators. What were we
Rick,
talking about?
I'm concerned.
I vaguely remember what you're talking about, but I don't really.
I don't.
It was also one stream, like a couple weeks ago.
I don't know,
I'm
dude.
concerned.
Never mind. The long story is we were talking about something cursed, and I made the Mean Girls reference that's like, there's a 30% chance that it's already raining. Cursed fry and funny sticks.
I guess I'll get the. You know what? Maybe I should get. I don't know.
There's Urbosa's sword, Sheikah eyes.
I think I'm between the. It does look like the Sheikah symbol, doesn't it? I think I'm torn between the Heartseeker and the Hourglass.
And you got the hourglass and the whole.
The Hourglass might honestly be really good against the Worm boss because I could place the Hourglass on one side of the boss room, and then when it does some kind of like charging move or whatever, I could warp away so that I'm safe. So Heartseeker's pretty good if I'm just dying to all the little things, but it won't help much in the boss fight, which tends to be the more dangerous part. So I'm gonna do the Hourglass.
She's dangerous.
He's bad, girl.
The first time I heard that song was in Shark Tale.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I didn't read the dialogue at the bottom there, but the librarian dude that I found said something about transformation magic and that it was stolen by like the main villain of the game or something, and it's like, oh, that's foreshadowing. So yeah. Anyways.
About 3 shadowing.
Alright, let's go get our masters. So... Oh, is this one where I have to do the ritual? I think this is one where I have to do the ritual. Oh, hey, the boomerang finally upgraded.
Oh boy.
See, what artifact do I
boy.
do now?
That
Thank you. I really appreciate it. What should I grab? Yo, should we just do the chaotic evil ring just for the hell of it? Just for the chaos of it?
How well do you handle chaos?
Can you control it?
Chaos control!
Do you have the gremlin cell right now?
Do I?
The Grim cell.
If you had to ask, it's no.
Damn.
It cannot be seen, it can only be felt.
Yo,
That's not how the force works.
God, I forgot how fucking loud that redeem is. I think I've turned it down like 5 times and it's still just like that powerful.
Has everyone seen the Sonic movies?
I've only seen the first one.
Does the Snap Cube count? Sonic compilations count?
I fucking wish. Those are also great.
Have you guys seen the movie with the ugly Sonic in it?
Mr. Ranger? What the fuck is it called?
Oh, the
I have
Rescue
no idea.
Rangers.
Yeah, that one. with Jake Peralta and John Mulaney.
Is it good?
It's not terrible. It
It's
has
serviceable.
really funny moments, but it's overall just a normal. There's a crime happening. Let's solve it. It's a pretty basic trope for like a mystery thing, but it has its moments. Like Seth Rogen's voiced a lot of cartoon characters. They had all of his cartoon characters on one screen, and he voiced all of them at the same time. That was
I remember
pretty good.
I remember they saw a scene where they put his laugh in there. The
Yeah, imagine that times like 5 at least.
God, that sounds like a shit post. Oh, you're dying.
Jojo, that laugh. That laugh, Jojo, almost sounded like a Seth Rogen laugh.
That's the idea. Right before you fucking die, you just hear Seth Rogen. Oh, you're dying.
God, that's fucking terrifying.
Seth Rogen, but as like an eldritch like abomination, just crawling down the hallway.
Why is there not like a shitty JRPG of like Seth Rogen chasing you?
You need that right now.
Like some shitty indie game where it's just Seth Rogen attacks or some shit.
It's just like that game in RPG.
A Slenderman mod where it's Seth Rogen.
Oh no.
Amnesia, but it's just Seth Rogen.
It truly is the Dark Descent.
You run into two
A dank descent.
The dank
Run
descent.
run into two Seth Rogens
Oh,
at
son of a
once.
bitch.
Can't believe it.
Yeah.
When do you think the 3rd Sonic movie will come out? That's what I was gonna go on with.
Oh,
Before.
it'll be a few years. Also,
The
why did
third
I get back to go well?
I hope the 3rd Sonic movie has Shadow in it. I can't wait to see what the fuck they do with it.
Oh, it will.
I hope he says damn.
I hope they give him an MP5.
Hope they give him what? An MP5?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to the Spellblade. I think that was a better strategy.
I hope they put Rouge in an end credit scene and make a comment on how horny everyone is.
Hey, you're frying chicken in there?
There's
Cupid's hard. I really like that.
I watch TikTok, take that as you will, but there is a very heavy amount of Sonic cosplayers using a sound of a woman saying, "Pissing all by yourself, handsome."
Oh, I saw the Fallout meme of that.
I've been seeing a lot of Sonic cosplayers use that sound, and it's uncomfy.
I wonder if Optimus Ocelot run into that yet. Just imagine you're all in the men's bathroom just doing your business and someone just plays that sound bite.
Ooh, you have a smartphone. I'm gonna change your notification sound.
No.
Oh.
Sid's gonna get like a nice job somewhere. He's gonna be like a board meeting or something, and all like he'd forget to make his phone silent in front of like very important people. You just hear "pissing all by yourself, handsome" as loud as possible.
I'm gonna switch it to that Wii Sports or Wii Bowling thing that's like, "Nice cock!"
Why,
Oh,
thank
babe,
you.
you're gonna get me in trouble with my boss.
Or I'm gonna get you promoted.
No.
I wasn't sure about you before, but never since I heard your phone ringtone, you're getting a promotion. And by the way, nice cock.
By the way.
As if it needed to be said.
I love how somebody just walks into the room at the worst moment. You're getting a promotion. By the way, nice cock.
Gets me too'd immediately.
HR, I have a situation.
No, it just turns into that Aurora Borealis from The Simpsons. Can I see it?
No.
You're gonna have to change your password for me now.
Hey.
That'd be a great prank though. You just like you watch some random person walk into the men's bathroom at like a slow hour,
Yeah.
and you just slowly follow him in, but being like silent. He's in the stall, and you just do that.
Pissing all by yourself?
Honestly, that's better than some of the other memes where people got chocolate on the person in the stall next to them.
I
Yeah.
hate that. I would tear down the stalls in anger. I would crush them under the stall door. I will
Just a
murder.
prank, bro.
Your life is a prank, bro.
Dude, remember what was that guy's name? That like
Brandon Rogers. I don't know why I said that.
no, that guy that he like staged a hostage situation with his friend and like pretended to shoot him. Like who was that?
I don't know
forget.
what you're talking
Phil
about.
Swift.
Phil
This is like-
Swift.
To show you the power of Flex Steel.
I'll shoot this man in the head. I don't know. I don't know who that person is though.
Jimmy
it was
Carter?
like before. It was like before Jake Paul.
Someone's pulling off the flush buttons in your freaking bathroom at work? What the fuck, Limaris?
Is that what we call them?
Oh wait, what?
I've never thought about what to call that.
What the
It is
Wait, what's a flush button?
Where you
in the
flush the
bathroom.
toilet.
I think you said flesh. I was like, what the fuck are you talking
Flesh.
about?
They have
Yes, the
sabotaged the flesh of man.
The fucking flesh toilet.
Ew. It's some fucking cruelty squad
It's
shit.
always warm.
It's my belly
Oh,
button,
no.
like the handle.
Yeah, so I just
That's
found
some
out
Dark
something
Eldar
about this.
shit.
Yeah, I found out something about this sword. If you do it and there isn't an enemy on screen, it just wastes it. So that
I can't
sucks.
believe you've done this.
Yeah, because I missed my shot, but it's okay. I still killed it.
Oh,
I am
fuck.
not doing
I can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you done this to me.
Ah, fuck.
The flush button is your belly button. I suppose so. Yeah.
What?
It's the flush button.
Wait, with an E or with a U? What are we talking about?
The
Yes.
your belly button
The
is your
flush
flush
button.
button.
Flesh?
Flesh.
Okay. I thought you were still saying flush. And I was like, why?
Who?
Not only why the fuck, but what the fuck? Wait.
I think JoJo and
I'm
I
a way
stole
around
the
there.
gremlin cell.
The Grem cell.
We're sharing it at the moment.
One cell to rule them all.
Must have been the wind. Forged in fiery breath.
Did anyone see my tweet?
Oh yeah, okay. This is the forge. Okay.
Sin going on a rant. You need to
Wait,
pull
I
that
actually
tweet up.
haven't.
Nobody follows me on Twitter.
I just don't check
Correction,
Twitter.
Nobody pays attention to me on Twitter.
I don't use Twitter.
I haven't used Twitter for like a year and a half.
I created an account once, did a thing, and then immediately deleted it.
What a mood.
Well, I'm like, I don't really want this.
I didn't ask for this.
Who are you?
But man, you miss all those really banger Shoe-on Head tweets that she constantly deletes.
Another banger from Shoe on Head.
Ah, fuck, it's deleted. I cannot share this, for it has been deleted by the author, which is Shoe-on Head. What the fuck, Shoe?
It feels weird, because I know she spells it S-H-O-E, but the way you pronounce it sounds like S-H-E-W.
Shoe on Head.
Shoe.
Oh,
Shoe.
Shoe.
Shoot.
Yeah, shit.
Shoe on Head. That's how you say it, like a floating Medusa head.
Hi, Jack.
Oh,
I said
hey,
hi
Mike.
to a cat, and he just slowly looks at me like, "What do you want?" I don't have time for your bullshit.
I didn't say you could call me by my name.
Who gave you permission?
Who said you could talk to me?
He's one of the cats with a lot of anxiety, so he's just like, I don't
Oh.
have time to be anxious with you.
Oh, fucking mood though.
I don't have a cat being like, get the fuck away from me. I don't have time for you.
Well, when I try to pet him, he usually like dips down to avoid it, but he does like it.
Ah, yeah.
That's basically sin.
I am the anxious cat.
So Sin, when your wife tries to pet you, you dip away.
Sure.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Is that a niche reference?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
It's Hell of a Boss. Everyone raise your hand if you've seen Hell of a Boss.
Can't see me raising my hand.
I mean, that's actually it has the potential to be a good daytime television adult show.
It's really good.
But no TV producer's probably gonna pick it up, I think.
Nah. I think they honestly prefer the independents anyways.
Yeah, I think Hazbin Hotel got picked up from an actual TV thing.
Oh, good for them.
Yeah, but Hell of a Boss is too much for any kind of like company to deal with.
Too hot for TV.
I can see a streaming service picking it up though.
Yeah.
Just be like, hey, we want that. We want that exclusively. Take it down off this platform.
I guess if Netflix wanted to be brave, they did like Love, Death, and Robots.
Yeah,
and
I
that
mean-
was pretty.
Yeah.
Netflix hasn't
it
done
was-
a smart move in a while.
Love, Death, and Robots was.
It's really good.
It was not intense. Intense is the wrong word. It was a lot in an artsy way.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, a Boss is a lot and in a lot way.
It's also very artsy.
That art of Stolas pulling him by a chain, you would hang that on your wall.
I can never confirm nor deny this.
Sin will only fuck one bird.
You know what's funny is that I like just archived last week's stream like today. We were talking about a lot of this last week. Like, man, I feel like I like heard this conversation earlier today. Oh yeah, because I was archiving this and I just had the stream up while I was archiving.
I'm nothing if not consistent.
I guess.
And when I'm not consistent, I am frantically everywhere. God, I can never tell what you're doing. There's so much happening at all times.
So I am charging this like
Okay,
magical forge by trying to make sure I'm constantly throwing spells in its direction, which I believe it includes the laser of the wand. And enemies are spawning to try to stop me from doing this. But as I continue to do this, it will gradually charge up, and then I will have completed the objective.
Is this the last?
This is the last or second to last. I can't remember if it said Masters or Doctorate. But I remember this being a bit of a bitch last time. And I'm almost done because I can hear the ticking go off. Okay, looks like it happened. I got the crystal ball.
What is that mysterious ticking noise?
It's such a long time since I've seen that video.
I'm also trying to deliberately like kill as many things as possible in this. Because that'll charge the spell blade that I have. And yeah. Also, this is a boss arena right there, isn't it? So I think I should go around the long way here. Wait for the storm to pass. And then I'll go on through right here. So I could use this healing right here. And there should be one more healing crystal out there in the world. Okay, and there's the last crystal. Oh, we got another laser bitch over here.
A laser bitch.
I'm a laser bitch. This desert's only big enough for one laser bitch. That's me.
This town big enough for the two of us.
How are they already on fire? Oh my god, what happened over there? I didn't even do that.
Are you sure?
Are you sure about that?
My god.
Where, bitch? That's what my brain was thinking of when you said laser bitch.
I'm glad your brain caught up with the rest of us.
You didn't say where, bitch.
No. Bitch, where? Where, bitch? Bitch, where?
Oh, where, bitch? Only a bitch
Bitch
in
said
the
I'm ugly. I said bitch where? Under all that makeup. I said bitch where?
Alright, have I killed everything? Just about.
Did you kill the were bitch?
Yeah, I think so.
No, I don't like the way its tail moved.
God, all these jumps are super critical to the worm boss, man.
Worm boss,
Catlinson is
man.
harassing me.
All
and
of
I
us
don't
worm
know
boss,
why.
man.
The worm boss, man.
Man bear pig.
I'm super serial about this, guys. Alright, I got it.
Wow. If this was the final one and you beat it this quickly when the first time it took you an extra hour on stream, Lumiris is gonna kill you. 'Cause
Or he's gonna be proud of all the growth.
You proud of me, Cat?
Proud of me, brother.
What the fuck?
Oh, I never had the first fight over here. Okay, time to do that.
It's like going back in
So that-
Pokemon to that one trainer.
So that wasn't the sandworm?
Well, it's more of that now. I'm having the second fight in the first fight's location. Ooh, ow, that hurt. Okay. Ow! God damn.
Is there a difference in the locations? Because they don't look that different.
Ow. It's
This one's to the left.
yeah. I'm at 5 health. This is bad. Okay.
You got this.
You
Just
got
dodge
this.
better.
I'm trying to like watch the projectiles.
You got this. Just get good.
You clearly don't play enough bullet hell games.
I am awful at bullet hell. Just ask Lumaris about it. There's a good clip of me being so good at bullet hell. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so it's a good thing I have the spell blade. Because my plan is to try to one-shot the boss with it. There's all those critters in the corner.
Corner critters?
Things that I can kill?
Critter corner?
Can you kill them through the barrier?
Got it. Done.
Actually, probably with the fireball,
Yeah.
fire ring.
Yeah.
Hi, Miss Kitty.
Miss Kitty, is that your cat?
Did that not
It's one
work?
of the cats.
Or did that just not do as much damage as I thought it did? Okay. Well, now I have to actually fight this.
God, now I have to. Actually
I think
do
this
stuff.
this phase is more doable than the previous one. It's just I literally can't fuck up.
Yanko talking to his cat named Miss Kitty reminded me of one of the times in my life I confirmed I was probably gay. Or at least not straight. I'm not gay. I'm mostly gay.
I mean, you married me. That's pretty good.
But we live in Arizona, so of course we have like Old West themed towns and like if they do shows and stuff. And there was a Can Girls show called Miss Kitty's something musical roundup. I don't know. And she was the Can Girl host, and there was like 3 showings in one day, so you could like not miss it. Plan your day out. I made my mom go
I
to
did
all-
it!
Yay! The power of gay. Anyway, I made my mom go to all 3
No.
Can Girl shows because I liked her.
You liked it the first time, so you had to see the others.
Exactly. Yay.
So I'm gonna actually do pro gamer move. Grab this, go back in the portal. Specifically dodging the sandstorm, because the sandstorm could still kill me. And it would be quite a shame if I died after beating the boss to a fucking environmental effect. Anyways,
Can you not heal?
I didn't know. So there is an item that allows you to heal, but I had the spell blade instead. But yeah, so I can go for the Gorgon Head or the Bottled Storm.
Well, good news is I got a flea off Miss Kitty. Bad news is I don't know where it jumped because it was too small to fit in the flea cone.
Oh, no.
That's a little concerning. Imagine
Okay,
dying to the sandstorm after the boss. I was imagining it.
Found it. It was on my arm.
I don't really have a preference between the Gorgon Head and the Bottled Storm because I don't think I'm gonna use either of these, to be honest. I don't know.
I like watching baby
I'll
cats
do the Gorgon Head.
take flea baths because they put typically like foster people that take care of baby cats. When they give them flea baths, they use dish soap, and they have to put the dish soap around their neck, and it makes their neck look really tiny, and their heads look like they're attached by a stick because their necks are so small and they look silly and ugly. And I love them.
Alright. So I'm
Thin
gonna,
wife.
I'm gonna check if
Would you-
there's one more level here, but I think that's it.
Yes,
Yeah!
talking to me.
I know, I'm just checking that we've cleared the desert zone, and look, we have... Carry on.
Look at all that sand.
Would you like to hear a kitten story?
Yes.
One day, my mom and I hear meowing, or more like mewing, in the woods, like just across the street, for a couple of hours. It sounded like a kitten in distress. It was too dark for us to go into it, and the underbrush was too thick to actually get to where the mewing was. But the kitten found one of my cats, Remington, a male cat, and it was like, "I'm going to follow you. You're my new mom now." And followed him all the way home to where we could grab the kitten. I think the kitten was trying to like nurse on him and stuff because it was just so scared. And I'm like, okay, this kitten's filthy. It's covered in what looks like scabs. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna comb it and just clean it up. So I make my flea solution, is what I call it. It's alcohol and water. And I have to be careful because alcohol is not good for cats, so I have to dry it off if I dip it in. I got over 100 fleas off that kitten.
Jeez Louise.
I counted the fleas in the water. And then since it was a Friday and the shelter didn't open till like Monday or Tuesday, I forget. We had to hold on to the kitten for the weekend.
Oh.
Poor thing, though. It was scared. It was shaking. It tried biting us, but it was too weak.
No.
I mean, it was a fighter. It did not like us handling it, but it did enjoy the wet food that we gave it. We didn't have any kitten food left from when we raised Miss Kitty's kittens.
I found a kitten at my old house. It was a little black cat, and I wanted to keep it, but I'm allergic to cats. So my mom used that so we wouldn't keep it. But we gave it to my sister's husband at the time. But we discovered it was a polydactyl kitten, which means it had 6 toes on 2 of its front feet, or on its 2 front feet. And it had like extra beams.
You could have just had a bottle of Liger with you all the time. 24-hour allergy relief, non-drowsy.
Yeah, at the time I didn't take allergy medicine every day. I do now, which means I can have a cat.
Okay.
If allergy meds don't help, you can always take an antacid that's an H2 blocker. It's Pepsid, that's the name of it.
Extra
You can always
beans.
take a Pepsid. It also works as an allergy med, surprisingly.
Well, if we get a cat, then maybe I can do that.
I can mail you a chunker.
Uh-uh.
That
Okay,
big.
can mail
You've
us a
seen
cat.
Ghost. You want Ghost?
Same at the Patrick Swayze movie.
Hi, Ren.
Since purposely ignoring me.
I'm focused on the game here. That's what I'm
He's
doing.
focusing on the game and not the cats.
I've already told Sin, if I ever come across an animal that is homeless and alone, I'm keeping it.
Saying your
excited.
wife's gonna come home with a feral cat in her arms, just scratching her up and say like, "I found a new baby."
While my like eyes are like puffy, closed shut, and I can't breathe right. You're like, babe, you're dying. I'm like, it's baby.
I'm going to the temple.
You're ignoring me on purpose.
I'm going to the temple.
What Sin is saying is that he needs Jesus.
So you're just gonna name the cat Jesus.
Jesus. That's my most racist Spanish accent.
Good job? I'm gonna do the
Was it
compass.
convincing? Was it convincing?
Am I convinced you're a racist?
well, you are a Rule Floridian. It would be surprising.
Telling you, I'm gonna get my own church congregation and I'm gonna convince everyone masturbation is murder.
New life goal.
I got keys. I could be getting keys.
Ooh,
Pro-life.
geez.
What's that?
Also, you know how I said that? You know how you said that thing about like, doing the last level of the desert in, like so much faster than I did last time? That's exactly what happened. Because I'm already here.
You made it. So, what do you have left
So I have.
until you're like beyond the point?
You
we
know,
were last
considering
time?
how fast I did the desert zone, I might be able to show off that special event I was talking about.
Are you past the point? Like, are you further than the point we were on the last character?
Yes, we are now officially past that point.
We've left the cum zone.
So yeah, we're now actually making progress. We have caught up, and we are now making progress.
We are now in the post-net zone.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to do the temple zone, which could go, if it goes as fast as the desert zone, that'd be awesome. But it could also take longer. It does. I think this zone is different from the others in the sense that it's a little bit more fucky. But like, I don't know. We'll just see how it ends up working for us. Oh, I remember why I was looking at my spells. I wanted to add a curse effect instead of a fire effect because I thought I maybe didn't need the fire as much. But I do have a really good fire ingredient, so maybe that's why I became hesitant to switch it out. I don't know. Maybe after this mission, I'll look into seeing if I could craft a high tier curse coin or whatever it's called. Oh, that's what the keys are for. Okay. So I need 2 more keys. Okay. Oh, I blinked to where it ended up going. That's a genius move on my part. God, this specific one. Why did it have to be in the place where I have to jump into it? Also, crouch. There we go. All right, there we go. Got it. Didn't mean to come over that way. So I'm looking for one more gem and 2 more keys.
Team.
Ow. Alright. Let's go ahead and just kill the boss off. So that I can navigate the rest of this in peace. Because having the fucking boss follow me is being annoying. God, it really just yanks it out of existence, doesn't it? That's ancient temples for y'all, right?
We just love to yank.
Mm-hmm. Oh god. Oh, those are fire traps. Oh, I was wondering what was shooting fire. Okay, so where might there be where are 2 places I maybe didn't look super thoroughly? Oh, here's a key. Okay, so that's 1. In fact, didn't I find... So I found one there, found one there. And then I just found one there.
I found like the Minecraft thing.
What?
Oh.
Like the Minecraft things, yeah.
Oh, the testificates? Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
It's just another teleporter. I'm like looking on the mini map there, trying to think, where have I just not thoroughly explored? I don't know. I want the secret. Because I think that's actually the objective. I have to get the ancient artifact in here. So... Oh, key's over here. Okay. So I think it's just this way. Yeah, here it is. Alright. Yay! I got an anti-magic amulet. Neato.
When you wear it, you're normal.
You become a fucking normie. How's it feel?
Yeah, here. You're normie.
Alright, let's see. What are the artifacts we got here? We got Muka's dustpan of haste.
You got a fly swatter, scrumped from Lilo and Stitch, and the Sheikah eye.
Yeah.
Sorry, Yiga clan because it's red.
Alright. Upon taking damage, doubles movement speed for the next 2 seconds. When you come up with a brilliant enchantment, there's no time to choose an appropriately mystical object to imbue. Explaining why it's a dustpan. Blessed Ancient Mystical Enchanted Curse Voodoo Doll. Prevents death once per level. Revives at 50% HP. It's been through a lot. That sounds great, actually. And then Grudge Talisman. Increases damage by 100% against the first monster type slain. Resets upon clearing a new level. Currently key to no type. Wizards choose their enemies wisely. That one sounds interesting. So if you knew you were gonna have a level with a lot of one type of enemy, and you wanted to make sure that enemy wasn't a problem for you, you could save that specifically for that type. That's interesting. I think it'd be hard to make use out of that, but it's there. I'm gonna do the Voodoo Doll though, because a free revive sounds pretty good.
Ancient doll is ready.
Mifa's grace is ready. It was my pleasure.
I like Mifa.
Yeah, Mifa's pretty great. Okay, so Magicmaker says, I'm a total amateur, but I can tell from a cursory glance that this amulet will protect you from all spells, as long as the caster is wearing black. Okay. The ancients were very fashion conscious and knew that black was the most magical of all colors. That's why it goes with everything.
Exactly. I actually wear more color since I've been married.
That's weird.
It's almost like I'm happy.
That's
Okay.
weird. Okay, so the chemical properties are flower and atom. All right. I want to see if I can make a stronger curse. Oh, the special event's ready. Okay, cool. We're gonna do that after the temple zone, though.
After these messages.
Okay, so flower and atom. Yeah, I can make a pretty good curse coin. Hell yeah. Alright, because I want to have the curse effect going. So I think I can make more use out of it than the fire, but the fire is better against bosses, but since I'm not like you don't deal damage to the temple boss, and I'm not worried about that. So yeah, let me check the fashion on this one. So we like this. What does curse effect look like? Ooh. Look at that.
Looks like watermelon.
It's a very spicy watermelon. It's a fire melon. Look at that. Alright, let's go use this. In defense of the ancients. You might have heard that the ancients invented magic. More importantly than that, they discovered fashion.
Looks like Taylor Swift.
Before the ancients, people only wore clothes to protect themselves, but the ancients made it look good.
He wears short skirts. I wear t-shirts.
Find me a relic of the ancients'
She's cheer
impeccable
captain,
fashion
and I'm on the
sense.
bleachers.
Alright, let's see. I don't know. What should we bring here?
I was one of those kids that would watch Sims music videos. People like recreating music videos in The Sims.
Oh, Sims. I was confused. I thought because I was like, I didn't make any music videos. What are you talking about? Also, we didn't know each other as kids. Hold on.
Something's fishy here.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, deal double damage while below 30% HP. Huh, interesting.
Orb, baby sock.
I'm gonna bring the flask.
I was reading the pictures.
Oh. Well. Ooh, it's got tentacles and stuff. That deceives.
Why'd you say ooh? You like the tentacles?
No.
You fucking degenerate. First the birds, now the tentacles.
When does it end?
Am I not allowed to like point out like a thing right in front of me?
Can't believe you said
No.
ooh, tentacles. Ooh.
Oh shit! It makes things dark. Oh no! All right, so we
Tentacles send you down the dark path.
Anakin!
I thought it was pegging and cucking.
That's how the dark side gets you. First it's all the pegging and the cucking, and then it's about the choking and the killing.
Dude, okay, I'm gonna expose myself for a minute here. But in the Obi-Wan show, when Darth Vader choked that one character, like immediately upon entering the room, my lightsaber went on. I'm just kidding.
It was pretty hot, not gonna lie.
Like, not even like walk into the room, have a powerful stance, and then choke someone. It was like on site.
You were warned.
Darth Vader was hot in the Obi-Wan show.
Good.
You know where I think he was hottest though?
I'm gonna stab you.
On Mustafar. And actually, stabbing is what happens a lot in that show, apparently. It's also surprisingly survivable.
I remember one time I made a comment, and I was like, why is the prequels so obsessed with hands?
With hands?
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't remember why. I think I was rewatching them, and I just noticed a lot of things with hands. I think that might have been Star Wars in general, actually.
Yeah, it's more a Star Wars thing, because the idea, there's like, it's just like a thing that like someone's gonna lose their hand, or some kind of, they're gonna lose something. They like to do that.
I can't draw hands, so I must destroy them.
I don't know why I'm imagining the same thing where like the Jedi just love cutting off hands, but instead it's just cutting off somebody's dick.
Do you think it would change the politics with Star Wars if they forced you to not do a sex when you're a Jedi by cauterizing your dick off?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Would it change the politics of Star Wars if they had an Ariana Grande?
Yes. Oh my god, there's Darth Vader! I can't do an Ariana Grande impression.
I mean, here's what I'll say. I think it would change the politics of Star Wars, because Darth Vader kind of became Darth Vader because he was horny for... Anakin was horny for, Padme Amidala. If you can't be horny for him, hard to be, hard to get so obsessed with
Hard
him,
to
you
be
know?
hard without a dick.
I mean, yeah, when you put it that way, yeah.
Do you think Darth Vader fucks?
Not anymore.
I mean,
He has a robot dick now.
They're gonna say it's a robot do it for him.
the fucking robot from Fallout New Vegas.
Fisto.
It's the Fisto kit.
I think one of the buttons on Darth Vader's fucking circuit board shit on his thing, that like one of them turns on his dick.
One of them just massages his prostate.
Oh my god.
He gets Padme flashbacks.
It fuels his sadness.
That's what keeps him on the dark
He
side.
fucking.
The thing is, he didn't get to choose. That would be Palpatine being like, yes, he must have the prostate massager
Hey,
added to
hold
the
on,
suit.
I need to check something real quick.
Yes, Anakin. Let the pleasure flow through you. Anakin, your name is now Darth Vader. I've also added
Oh,
a button onto your chest for
You know-
your pleasure.
What the
you know
fuck?
that? You know those
What are they
remotes
going on
that you just
about?
turn on a
know why I
vibrator
took out my headphones.
inside your partner? Fucking Palpatine has one for fucking Anakin, and you can just turn it on wherever, no matter what Anakin's doing.
I got up for 5 seconds, guys. What the fuck? Like, my mom needed to ask me a quick question.
Your mom, no.
I got up for 5 seconds, so it came back. What the fuck?
I'm writing down the timestamp so we can find out later.
Okay, yeah, okay.
All I heard was Palpatine as a vibrator and Darth Vader.
Yeah. Oh my god. Why can we not stop talking about weird shit with Star Wars characters in these Magicmaker streams?
We're making the prequels better.
We're adding the plot.
Let the weird flow through you.
Oh my god. I guess I'll grab the Grudge Talisman, mostly because I don't know how to make use of it. So I'm gonna see if I can make use out of it. Also, I think I decided the curse effect was actually really stupid in the temple because there's not enough enemies to justify it. Because the temples are more about puzzles than they are about combat. So I'm gonna do something else for this. What can I do instead of this? I could do.
Hey y'all, someone give me a number between 1 and 3.
I was gonna say 4, and then you said 3. I don't wanna
Three.
play anymore.
I'm gonna go with 3. Number 3.
no. Okay.
Pick
Number three,
number
my
3,
lord.
my lord.
Oh shit, I don't have enough money, never mind.
Come here.
Can we watch Shrek on stream?
Absolutely not.
Why?
Because of copyright reasons. Are you fucking
What
kidding
if
me?
we flip it and put Snapchat filters over it?
Look. No. I thought about it and I was like, no, we can't make this work.
What about the What about 2 tickets to the SpongeBob movie?
What about 2 tickets to the SpongeBob musical?
The thing is, I've seen clips of a SpongeBob musical and I don't know where it came from. I don't know who
Panic at the
decided that was a
Disco
good
wrote
idea.
a song for the SpongeBob musical.
Who?
What?
Well, specifically Brendan Urie did. But
What?
He wrote a
Really?
song for the SpongeBob musical.
Fuck, now we gotta watch. Now we have to watch it. It's out of
Now
my
we gotta-
hands.
Broccoli fire, broccoli fire, broccoli fire, broccoli fire, broccoli fire.
Ah, you're a heavy ghost.
Dude.
Powering up over there.
I'm gonna get
Powering
some.
up
I'm
by
gonna get some
picking up a
fire
cat.
broccoli over here.
Okay, that hurts. Can you
All
not knead as hard? I love you, Ghost, but that hurts.
I
Dude.
miss Rez's cat.
Dude, Rez's cat is great, except for when he tries to tear your like flesh apart.
I'm okay with him doing that though. I can take it.
You're
Dude,
calling me a coward.
look at all this splitting that's happening here.
Dude, we had a power battle. Like, he would do that, and I would look him in the eyes and be like, "Don't," and then he would stare harder into my eyes, and we never figured out who was more dominant.
Oh my god, it really is Rez's cat. That sounds like something you would do with Rez.
Like when me and Rez tried to fight each other on who was gonna run into the street.
While I was staring at the fucking moon. Being a nerd with a telescope.
So on
Rez
brand.
was like, "I have a telescope. You want to go look at the sky and shit?" And we were like, "Yeah." I
have a
looked in it one
telescope, do you
time.
wanna
Rez
run through
looked
the
in it to adjust it, and then Sin stared in it for like 2 hours, and me and Rez fought each other in the street.
Literally, Sin is busy looking at the sky while Sin wife and Rez are just playing in traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there was not really any traffic because this was on like in the desert and shit, where we could actually see the stars a lot better. But yeah,
We were keeping each other from going into the street, and it was fun.
More fun than staring at the moon or watching
Yeah.
Sin stare at the moon.
I can do both.
anyways, so the most ancient and holy tomes of fashion speak of the chosen one, who can make fucking any words
I thought that's what
come out of my mouth in such a garbled way because I'm having an aneurysm every time I read. Oh my god, I am the chosen one of dyslexia, apparently, and I don't even have dyslexia. I'm just bad at speaking.
I thought that said
Dyslexia?
horny thyself.
It's the most ancient and holy tomes of fashion speak of a chosen one, who can make any outfit look good. You may be this chosen one. Oh shit, I may have jumped the gun. Okay. To achieve your true power, you must first go on a pilgrimage. Go to the temple, pray at the altar to the god of fashion. He will reveal you to your destiny.
The god of fascists.
Don't no. That's let's not. Anyways, I guess I was gonna try to find a way to make the grudge talisman like good? Question mark. I don't know. I'm gonna find out. Oh, we got like a sunset background. Oh, that's kind of cool. Ow. God. The suicide plants do a lot when they suicide. Who'da thunk?
The suicide plants do be schmovin'.
I'm stuck in the loop. No! There we go. Wait, can I just... Oh, okay, but it'll cut off links. Okay. Oh god, I gotta like crouch jump into here. Oh god. Oh, the ground is gone. Okay. That's cool.
This is a lot of them, right?
It might be?
It said doctorate.
Did it say doctorate? Then yeah, it should be the last run. Which might explain why it's being a little bit more hectic than I was prepared for.
Chaos control.
Oh god. Fuck, I just ate that shit. Ah, damn. Wouldn't let me do puzzles. Maybe I should just go find where the boss ritual is.
I thought you were gonna say, maybe I should go fuck myself. Jeez, it's not that bad.
You know what is bad though? Is the grudge talisman. That's pretty fucking bad. Let's just bring the flask, because if I'm taking like damage hits, that might be a good thing too.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah. Oh, if that usurps. Oh my god, is this a biblically accurate angel right here?
How excited you got?
I do be excited about angels and shit, you know?
I do love biblical accuracy.
You know what I love? Biblical accuracy. Like, giving to the poor. Caring about outcasts from society.
Eating ass.
Skating fast.
Oh god, it has timer stones like the freaking Protoss mothership. Oh god. Okay. No, no. Oh my god. How did it miss me?
Fight.
Whatever, I'm not gonna question it too much.
I missed both times. It's a quack.
This went on for several hours.
Had another pop.
Passed out.
And I am not finding any fucking gems.
Wow, you suck.
Imagine not having any gems.
I'm glad I have such a supportive wife. If you want to see more of my supportive wife, subscribe to
Our OnlyFans.
twitch.tv/Sindef3 or subscribe at youtube.com/the
/OnlyFans.
or something like that.
Up slurs.
Oh shit. Oh, thank God.
I remember when Rez was bitching about how whenever Yang and I are in the call together, it always devolves into politics, and we've barely talked about politics this stream.
I think it's because I'm tired. It's 1:25 a.m. for me.
That's true,
And
you
I'm
are all the way on the East Coast, and man, that is a long haul!
Also, I'm watching House, or at least I'm watching clips of House in YouTube.
Here, let's try to defeat the boss here.
I don't know why I thought you meant Full House.
No, I'm House MD.
I fucking love
The Full
John
House
Stamos.
intro, but make it house.
Oh, God.
Whatever happened to my leg and we're all dead?
Alright, I'm impersonating the biblically accurate angel. My god, I took so much damage here.
That's a lot of damage.
I really did, though. I got an achievement for that. I beat the boss of the Temple Zone on each difficulty. And while I was looking at the achievement, I fucking died. Are you... God damn it. This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah, this is the reason.
Yeah, this is what Blink-182 was talking about.
182 reasons why.
What was it? I don't know who tweeted this, but I remember hearing it in a YouTube video. It was, how bad did the first 181 blinks have to be for this to be the one that survived?
Where are you?
I'm so sorry.
I cannot sleep. I cannot eat tonight.
I need somebody. I feel like you sang this in another Saturday stream.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh my
I
god.
wouldn't be
Six Strange
surprised.
Darkness.
Maybe there really is a meme drought here. We're just repeating previous jokes.
The meme drought.
Ow,
Meme
it took a
drought
lot of damage there.
2022.
The meme famine.
The Mammon.
Oh.
Six Strange Darkness.
You know what? I sing that song so much and I still struggle to remember any of the lyrics.
I need somebody and always. Six Strange Darkness.
Don't waste your time.
So haunting every time.
I'm at a computer, I gotta look up
There
the
was
lyrics.
nothing up here. God damn it. I took a hit for nothing.
Like from all the spiders, catching things and eating their inside. Why do I know this whole song?
I was gonna say,
Ow.
damn, you're going hard over there.
The real question is, why am I only remembering that I have a healing item after I die? You know what? You know what? Maybe I should grab that voodoo doll instead.
A Goo Goo doll?
The
The Goo Goo
the
doll.
blessed, ancient, mystical, enchanted, cursed voodoo doll. Yes.
Same Squirtle that Professor Oak.
Brock, is
Yeah,
that?
that's the one.
the same scroll that Gary originally received from Professor Oak. Yeah, that's the one.
Why is that so fucking funny?
Because it's the delivery, man.
They say the same squirrel that Gary received from Professor Oak. Yeah, that's the one. Can you imagine if your friend fucking said that to you and you were like, calm down, bro?
What's this? A ruined altar to a lost god. Offer a half-hearted prayer. What for art thou doth here? Excuse me? What doth mine I see look upon? Don't do this. I doth be a thine deity of most exquisite fashions. Old English is so played out. Whoa. What did you just say, kid? Are you trying to say that I, Darlin Zoo, am behind the times? You weren't even doing it right. Kid,
We're wearing what they're wearing, but better.
Steal his look. Kid, do you even know who I am? I am Darlin Zoo, god of fashion. I am never behind the times. In fact, the times are behind me. I'm ahead of the times. And I left the times so far behind that I can't even see them. What is even your problem? You're my
Who are
problem,
you?
kid. Who are you? You're my problem, kid. You and your uppity attitude. I think I'm gonna teach you a lesson. When I'm done, I'll fashion you into a cloak.
Oh my god.
Oh, kill me. But not as much as I'll kill you. Let's dance, old man.
Jesus.
Dude, I really just said, like, yeah, I'll fucking kill God. This is an
What?
anime.
Miss you.
Oh, is he capped at 300? Or blocked it? Can I not kill him properly? Hold on.
Sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Shit. That's fine, actually.
Oh, I get revived. Cool. I think I'm gonna die, though. What is with your timing on, like, your sentences and then me dying? You have a gift.
Is it that I'm timing them right, or are you just dying a lot that it's timing up with me?
I'm so glad I have such a supportive wife.
The numbers they check out.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Uh-huh. I feel supported.
I love you.
I love you too.
Now I just have Blink 182 stuck in my head. It's just playing on repeat.
It's the voice inside your
It
head.
really is.
Oh no. Ah, shit.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh jeez. Oh
I
god.
can't believe I've done this. Oh, thank God. I'm playing a video game that's really happened very good.
Oh my god, what is happening here? I am being chain stunned.
What the fuck is that?
I got revived by the voodoo doll.
Okay.
No. Oh, oh. Yes, 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 yes,
You good, Jojo?
This game is very stressful.
What game are you playing?
I'm playing Bloons Tower Defense
Which one?
6.
Ah,
Trying to fit a specific monkey on a very small piece of real estate. It's like surgery.
Free real estate.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I fucked up the blink. God damn
What
it.
a fuck's sake!
Ah, shit. You fucked up the blank.
Maybe I do need a curse ability.
For fuck's sake!
Oh no.
You guys remember that episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog where she was making mac and cheese? Courage was making her mac and cheese and she was a baby. And she's like, more macaroni, less macaroni, more cheese, less cheese.
that's a perfect young Muriel.
So good.
Perfect!
Oh my god, I'm getting very sleepy.
I don't like macaroni.
God.
I hate the macaroni. That's not
Am I accidentally good at like a Scottish?
like a young Scottish child.
You had the chance to change your fate. Would you?
Witchy.
I like how in the second Wreck-It Ralph they just made her like super unhinged Scottish, where nobody fucking knows what she's talking about.
God. That was. I mean, it was the best part of Wreck-It Ralph 2. And you know what? It was worth it.
Copy. Pulling this straight out of Google.
Straight out of comp.
Damn, I've literally got every single incorrect gem. Oh my god.
If you could change your gym.
With the fucking iFunny thing in the bottom that you pulled off Google.
Would ya?
Oh my gosh.
I wonder if they knew how much fucking people would make fun of that when they made that joke.
They animated that one frame.
Yeah?
It workers.
Yeah?
Hold on, I need to get rid of this boss like now.
I know, I'm just holding it for you to see.
I know.
When you can. Just the one
No, for fuck's
the
sake.
one little curl. No.
I was this fucking close to killing the boss. Oh my god.
Good job, love.
I died.
I know, I'm trying to be supportive.
Are you? Which?
I could have said, fucking get it together, bitch. But I didn't.
Uh-huh.
You could change your race. Would you?
I wonder where they wanted to put that line originally, because she doesn't actually say that in the movie.
They probably took it out because
Just in
too
the
many people were
trailer.
making fun of it. We wanted to have one good thing.
Oh my god. These memes are fucking gold in a bad way. If
Yeah.
you could change your fate, would you?
One uninjured.
What was that? You gonna take two?
You know what's funny though? That's
What?
like actually the like remember? I don't know if anyone remembers this, but when Shrek was on DVD like early on, they had like the pre-computer generate like before they corrected the CG
Yeah.
and like Shrek was all weird. That's what it looked like. She's like T-posing behind her hair.
Okay.
I don't. What the fuck is this one? This is like a screenshot from a TikTok, but it looks so weird. I don't understand. I don't know.
Okay, so I might know what that is. I'm gonna look it up in case I'm right. There's this child that there's this mom on TikTok and she like puts her child, it's like the green screen that you can put your face on something else. She puts her kid and has her kid quote lines from the movies. I think
What?
that's what that is.
Well, I've actually found it. But
Did
the
you?
fucking actual.
Wait, did I kill the Fashion God in one round?
Was that not it? Was I wrong?
I guess I did.
I don't. It's the audio's NSFW.
You're in SFW.
Anything about the stream SFW?
SNF.
Whips and chains excite me. Na 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 na. Come on.
Bam, 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 bam.
Ew, it's a gross plant thing outside of the gross plant thing boss arena.
Get it away. Get
Get
it away. Get it away
get
now.
it away. I love you, man. That's beautiful. You see, that's why you're the other best friend.
Thank you. I'm the other woman.
The other woman? I mean, I was comparing you to Rez, but okay. That works too.
I'm browsing the widget image page, and I got a site that's in fucking Arabic.
Huh.
Am I going too deep?
You might be. But you know what I'm gonna say? I think I've defeated the temple zone, my bitches.
You know what I'm gonna say? Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
I got this. I got this going that deep. We found this in your room, Jimbo.
Oh no.
Actually, does that show it? No, it doesn't.
Found this on your TikTok, Jimbo.
Would you like a free lollipop? Would I? Would you?
Would you?
Would I? Would you? Would I? Would you? Would I?
Would you?
Would I what?
Change your feet.
Change your
Would I?
You know what? That's what I did. I changed my fate because, as the customer says, you didn't discover your world-changing destiny and you assassinated my patron deity? Don't even try to apologize. You can't just apologize for deicide. It's kind of a big deal.
So you did.
Fair
Did you
point,
win?
but counterpoint, your deity was being a dick.
A dickadee.
In my defense, he was an asshole, Your Honor.
Sounds like an open and shut case.
Anyways,
Amber Heard suing the bee that her dog stepped on.
all right. So, guys,
It was Barry Benson.
all right,
Oh
guys.
shit, that's what the B movie 2 is gonna be about.
So you guys, you know how I talked about some kind of special event that features the guy that's based off Severus Snape from Harry Potter?
Wait.
You want to
Yeah.
see me do it?
Want to see me do it again?
Should I do it?
Do it again.
Because it's through this portal.
Don't try it.
Well,
I think my favorite meme so far that is like constant meme are explosion reaction images.
all right. Well, we have this. No, this crit. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go in and do the special thing. You guys ready for this?
You're going ghost.
So it's the event zone. There's exactly one event.
Oh shit, my favorite Sonic level.
I think
Well,
I've gone too deep.
Okay, wait.
memes.
So, what did you think of Pumpkin Hill from Sonic Adventure 2?
Is this an unironic question?
Well, what if I told you the event was a very Magicmaker Halloween Spooktacular? The annual
Only-
Doorwall Community College Halloween Party is underway. All students and staff are invited. Let's fucking go.
Everyone is required to attend.
It's July 2nd and it's time for Halloween. Let's go.
No, come on.
Officially spooky season.
Hot Girl Summer is over. It's officially spooky season.
Alright. Where the actual heck have you been? I asked you to gather discarded paper cups from the forest hours ago. They were hard to find. This is going to be the part where I surprise you with the fact that we're throwing a party and those cups were for the punch we're serving. Was? Yeah,
What?
was. Now I'm just considering firing you. Come on, paper cups? Not that hard to find. You could have raided the faculty lounge for all I care. There's still a party though. The annual Doorwell Community College Halloween Party. Sounds neat. Since you are technically part of staff, you are required to attend. Required? Yeah, it's in the contract you signed when we hired you. Mandatory party attendance. It's after the dismemberment waiver. I never signed a contract. Oops. Well, you're still coming. Also, put away that silly artifact. No, but I want to set everything on fire. Oh, okay, fine. I guess I don't get to set everything on fire. I still
didn't sign a contract. Guess you're not being paid. Is
Yeah.
that where Spoopy came from?
This is where Spoopy came from. Yeah. So what? Like
the lore.
Yeah. So if you saw, like, when I deleted the save file, my wife kind of like panned through some of the different break screens I have, and I have one specifically for Halloween that I had from last year, and I have this sign in that image.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe this is where Spoopy came from.
Yeah, the deep lore.
I'm just like staring at it like, wow. Like you're witnessing the Mona Lisa for the first time.
And the tailor says, "This party is less than desirable." Good costume. You look like a fashion impaired hobo. Wait, those are your normal clothes? I've never been able to tell. Spiderwebs aren't decorations. This is the only time of this year we use this hall. This party gets more inescapable every year. This year the headmaster pulled out the silence enchantment. Not even magic can make this party better. Oof. Come on, get down from there. Only a few more hours and we can leave. It's not worth it. This is Harry Potter, by the way. No, wait. I can almost fit in the window. Rats, I'm stuck.
Oh my gosh, you're Harry Potter.
It's
You're the boy who lived.
Told you, I'm always in conflict.
Because he fucking killed himself. And it was unsuccessful.
Anyways, so Mabel Westwood Potions Liquor says, "Told you, I'm always in costume. Sleep in a huge castle one day of the year." Yeah. Also, I actually cannot cast spells here. My magic rope apparently still works, though. These guys don't have dialogue, apparently, but they're here. Also, another spoopy sign.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait for Halloween. I can't wait to do nothing and only stare at memes all day.
Is that what you're gonna do when you're watching a bunch of kids for your jorb?
Oh yeah.
You forgot you had a job in the fall.
I forgot I'm like gonna interact with people on holidays probably.
Yeah.
So I'll see kids and have to confiscate their mask, and then they'll be like, "You suck," and I'll be like, "Ha ha, fuck you," and wear it and then leave.
Anyway,
Fuck you, Zoomer.
This librarian literally asked me to knock the book off the shelves because he needs something better to do.
Yeah, me. I used to make messes at work,
so
I'd have something to do.
So this is the dance party, and Stella Cinders, Fire Sources, says, "I haven't set anything on fire in way too long." Where do you think you're going? We still have got 5 more hours of partying to do. Ugh. It literally teleports me 5 feet back to the dance floor.
So are you just supposed to hang out here, or is something gonna happen?
Well, there is something I could do. I could go out the window. Open window. Looks like you might be able to survive the fall. Escape out the window.
Jesus.
Nice. And look who it is. Douglas Snake Slithers, modern wizard. You're welcome for the leaf piles. Bailed out of the party too, eh? I love how he's like, "Oh, I've set the leaf piles there for anyone who might want to escape, just so that they would survive. I have burned them with my robes." Yep.
I've burned them with my robes.
No, that's what I did, not what he did. He was actually being oddly considerate. He was like, "Yeah, it was pretty lame. I don't blame you. I got an idea to make it cooler, though." Yeah?
He's gonna give you drugs?
Halloween is a modern interpretation of an ancient and awesome holiday, Pranksgiving. And we're gonna bring back the spirit of the holiday. You mean Thanksgiving? No, definitely Pranksgiving. It's where you pull pranks on everyone and everything. You give pranks. This isn't complicated. Oh. So here's the deal. That door over there leads back to the basement. There's all kinds of stuff being kept there. If you can get me some special ingredients, we could put the pranks back in the Pranksgiving.
We're doing a drug deal.
Mr. Butter, I'm gonna need your marijuana.
Yo, do you think Snape ever did DMT?
Jesus.
Alright,
Definitely.
we're gonna help. We're gonna help Snake Slithers here. Alright, get on with it. Get on with it. We need highly reactive chemicals, short fuses, color canisters, and decorative paper. See me when you've got that figured out. I'm on it.
You should be a voice actor, dude.
I know, I'm so good at it. But now I can do magic again. This door leads to the bell tower. Alright, let's go to the bell tower. Maybe you should have considered something that came with light. Oh well. Ow. Man, is there not a way for me to like swap out stuff? Because it is pretty hard to see. Like, I can see fine enough, but it's a little bit.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Alright, so I got some short fuses. So that's one of the things we needed. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and leave this area. Oh. Tipsy, the advice-giving drunk. What the? It was like this when I got here. Oh, it's just you. Oh, I can edit my equipment. Awesome. So yeah, let's. I guess we could put the light spell thing on here. Wait, hold on. Can we actually have an artifact now? Oh, okay. So I didn't need to unequip the thing. Alright, where is the thing? There it is. Alright, so through here... Oh, that's a target dummy, okay. What's through here? Nothing, okay. Let's go over here. This door leads to the greenhouse, alright.
You're a greenhouse. So I'm not sure if the artifacts are really working, because the one I have equipped right now should be lighting the enemies up, but maybe they're disabled for the whole event? I don't know. Either that, or it doesn't actually make the enemies shine as much as I thought it did. I don't know. Anyways, I got decorative paper. Alright, this leads to the alchemy supply. Alright. You're an alchemy supply.
Oh god, there's poison everywhere. Oh my god. Okay, got a key.
Got some keys.
Yeah, so I can say with confidence the artifact isn't doing its job. So I'm gonna just like, I don't know, I'm gonna pick this one because probably when it activates that will be good. Instead I'll have this so I can see. Or does it prioritize the piss beam? Or the not the piss beam.
What?
The poison.
Poison piss, yes, the piss chosen especially for poison.
I can't.
I'm watching House, and I just everything else is back noise. But when JoJo chimed in, it's like, what the fuck?
JoJo's a natural born leader. When we speak, we follow.
What can I say?
Honestly, I'm surprised. I mean, I say I'm surprised, but I'm surprised that TF2 Classic hasn't made a poison Durati.
You want a hot body?
Hot Durati summer.
Better work, bitch.
Mr. Potter,
Oh.
do you have a license for that piss?
Jesus.
I don't know what I'm talking about anymore.
We're getting close to that 3-hour mark where we go insane.
Yeah, I'm just like, I just realized there's an enchantment button here that like does stuff.
Good description. You
Yeah.
feel so informed.
Yeah, I hope you do.
I'm losing my mind.
Anyways, I guess we're gonna have a gross laser for now.
This is really bringing me back to when we played D&D all the time, and like I would be up until like 4 o'clock. Oh shit, it's 11 o'clock. It's time for me to take my pill.
I'm sorry, what?
I put an alarm at 11 p.m. so I wouldn't forget.
Okay, but what is this pill?
What's JoJo's information?
Well, okay, but I didn't know you needed.
It's JoJo's birth control alarm.
Yeah. So I don't get pregnant, gosh. Also be back and need to get water.
JoJo takes birth control so they don't need a vasectomy.
Let's see. Do I have all the things? Okay, I got all the stuff. Okay, cool.
We got all the things.
Yeah. Sweet, I knew it could get you to do the messy work for me. Now I just need someone to find. Now we just need to find someone who's good with potions and alchemy.
Is this a meth lab?
I nearly died. There's a witch, Mabel, I think, who fuck, I can't read. Who knows how to make good explosives. Let's get this stuff to her for a Thanksgiving cornucopia, a traditional decoration season.
A werebitch.
You mean a Thanksgiving cornucopia? No, stupid. Thanksgiving. Have you listened to a word I said? I don't have time to deal with this. Find Mabel. I think she went to that stupid party. So if you're going to find your fucking you're gonna have to find your way back in. Any ideas?
No,
Look, I even highlighted. I even highlighted a key text green for you. Do I have to hold your hand too? Now skedaddle. All right.
I heard cornucopia, so I posted the Adult Swim stuff it in the cornucopia.
Thank you
thing.
so much. I was literally about to mention that. Stuff it in the cornucopia.
All right. So now I have a door maze where I have to like figure out which doors are real and which ones are not real.
Also, I like the person who posted it was called Nigerian Prince with AIDS.
What the fuck, Richard?
What the fuck, Richard?
What's everyone's favorite Vine?
Oh, that changes like based on the hour.
Whatever's in the latest Vine compilation usually. But they don't make those anymore, so. I prefer Vine over TikTok.
That's
You know, they're
yeah, no, that's
It's
correct.
The same thing. It's different flavors.
Well, I think Vine has a better. I like the flavor of Vine because it reminds me of something healthy, like a vegetable.
Vine. What flavor is it? Vine flavored.
I miss those. I mean, they still make them, but it's not the same because we're older.
Yeah.
Like, they're great for my 12-year-old brain.
Asked if movies. I was gonna say rest in peace, but rest in. It's not how that works.
That's not how
It's
that
about
works.
the Force
And we would know. We can't just shut the fuck up about Star Wars characters in these streams.
It's a Star Wars drama channel now.
Mm-hmm.
Go to school without my eyes.
I don't know if I feel like some people here have not seen llamas with hats, so I'm posting it in memes and stuff. Watch it when you have time.
Thank you for doing your part.
Llamas with hats.
I'm doing my bit.
God. And this section kind of sucks because it's literally just like go through doors until you find the path.
Until you find your way.
Yeah, and do you know the way? Because I don't know
Do
the way.
you know the way?
I like how genuine you sounded whenever you said that.
In the second Sonic movie, Dr. Eggman says to Knuckles, "I'll gladly show you the way." Did you catch that?
Yeah.
Did you know?
Did you know? Sonic references several Sonic memes.
In the Sonic the Hedgehog movie?
What if in the
Whenever-
third Sonic movie they don't give Shadow pronouns?
We can get non-binary Shadow finally.
Shadow the Hedgehog doesn't have pronouns.
Whenever I hear Knuckles, I always think of two things: the "Do you know the way" meme and "Holy fuckles, it's Knuckles."
Good meme.
Oh my god! I think I found it. I found the cracked passage with a hole in the wall.
Found the glory hole.
There's something wooden blocking the other end of this passage.
You found the glory hole.
Now I could ask it politely to move, I could give it a good shove, or I could say some magic words. What should I go with?
It's a glory hole.
So give it a good shove?
Oh,
I don't
glorious
know.
hole. Wonderful hole.
So, am I getting the sense that we're going for a good shove?
Give it a good shove. Give it a good pull. Give it a good tug.
Alright. Sweet! Another secret passage. I love this school. Can you
Has
help me?
anyone ever seen a glory hole in the wild?
Wait. So I literally... Izzy, reluctant hero. I think he broke his wand. So I basically just shoved. You know how like Harry Potter was like trying to sneak through this on top of this bookcase? I just shoved that bookcase over, and he's now hurt.
Potter.
So I
Poor
could
Harry.
ask Mabel Westwood to either call an ambulance for Harry Potter, make the fireworks we need to actually progress the story, or I could ask her to give me a witch laugh.
Can we laugh at Mr. Potter?
Yeah. Wow, that feels good. I've been practicing all year. Happy? Yes. Let's see, does this guy say anything? No, he's not
Harry Potter. You're the boy who died.
cool. I need to make some fireworks. Fireworks? Well, I guess I can make something that blows up. Does that count? Technically, I guess.
Voldemort making Horcruxes. One more I'm gonna have. One more and that'll be it.
We're gonna need some pretty specific stuff. Some highly reaction. Got it right here. What a convenient coincidence. I didn't want to go and highlight all the ingredients in green text anyways. It's such a hassle. Alright, let's see. A little of this, some of that. Whoops, too much of that. And some more of this. Good idea. That's odd. What? It worked on the first try. It never does that. Maybe I've got some sort of gift. Nice work. Alright, here's these stupid fireworks. Say, what are you going to do with those? I don't know. You should set them off in the dance hall. That's what I would do to liven up this party. Good idea. Thanks. Say, you know what time it is? I want to know how much longer I can have to endure this music. No idea, sorry. Bummer. Well, I found a few dangerous explosives. K. Speaking of K, there's no pun here. I just need to ban a bot. Let's see.
I can't believe you're against freedom of speech.
It's a bot? It's literally coming in here and talking about...
They're a first-time chatter. Oh my god, Sin bans their first-time chatters.
Cut the chatter and pick up a platter, jeez.
Wait, what'd they say?
It was one of those follow bots where it's like, come and buy some followers. Ugh!
Ah.
Yeah.
Buy some followers, you whore.
Yeah. Anyways, let's set some fireworks in the dance hall.
Oh, boo, you poor.
Wait, this looks like a good place to set off the fireworks. Okay. Did I not grab the fireworks? Am I fucking stupid? Hold on.
I'm picking up that the Sin wife calls Sin degrading names a lot.
Just on
What do we do
stream.
with this now?
Mostly whore.
Just on
Wait, I don't call her a whore. She calls me a whore.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Sin wife
Just
degrades
'cause-
Sin.
It won't let me set off fireworks. Why not? I'm confused.
You have to take him to Snape. For the point.
I'm a little
Take
confused.
him to Snape for the point. For
This
the
window is no
point,
longer
bro.
broken.
You pushed down the bookcase. You can go back in.
Maybe?
Ah, jeez.
I cannot. Did I break something?
Yes.
Oh shit, did Heartless actually
what the
show up
fuck?
with 5 gifted subs? Holy
Good lord.
shit.
Look at
Wow.
that. Heartless bankrolling this channel.
Yeah, wow.
Oh shit.
Now Lexu can panic and chat with the rest of us.
Thank you, Heartless. We appreciate your
Heartless has
contribution.
gifted everyone the gift of anxiety.
This cannot be returned. This cannot be undone.
Okay. Am I supposed to like talk to someone else? I'm very confused. I do seem to recall being confused about this in the past.
Oh, to ski without my eyes.
Anyways, I appreciate the gifted subs, Heartless.
Does anyone remember the cartoon Dan versus?
Yes.
Were you around when I forget what it was called before, but it turned into the hub?
Oh,
You're
I
unlocking some core memories for me you don't want to unlock.
My artifact was a fireworks. Okay.
But yes.
All right.
Remember that puppet show commercial? Like, you always saw it, but you never actually watched it? Fraggle Rock, it was called.
Okay, not that far.
All right.
You don't remember the Fraggle Rock commercials on the Hub?
I don't watch the Hub, but I did watch a very
Oh.
specific show on the Hub.
Yeah.
I remember when they had the Transformers exclusive show. I forget what that was called.
So, anyways, I summoned some kind of spirit or demon or something because it's going like, yeah, it looks like a killer prank's about to unfold. What the? Oh, for the love of what's going on? I know a practical joke at a bogus party when I see one. Stop screwing around. I didn't do it. It's the spirit of Pranksgiving. Guess who's back? No, seriously, guess it'll be funny. You idiot, you brought back the spirit of Pranksgiving. Wait, what? There's a reason this party is so terrible, and I force everyone to come. That is...
Oh, it was Discovery Kids. That's what it was called before the Hub.
If any pranks, shenanigans, mischief, hijinks, tomfoolery, or practical jokes occur on this night only, this Joker shows up and makes a mess of things. I thought that meant... Hey, nerds! Spirit of Holiday here. A little applause would be nice. Really?
Applause in chat.
Yeah, you can applause in chat for the spirit of Pranksgiving, guys. I was trying to kill the spirit of the holiday, metaphorically, so we can do it literally. Thanks, guys. I'd like to thank the spirit of Thanksgiving. I'd like to thank the Snape character that's actually a servant of Pranksgiving or some shit. I don't know.
Oh shit, Lex, by the way, the panic is Sin's emote. I forgot to answer you. I thought I answered you in my brain, but I didn't.
Oh yeah. So when I'm talking about panicking, chat with us. Like, I have an emote. It's literally the
Panic meme.
The panic. Yeah. Anyways. Oh, this happens every year. I thought this time for sure the party would be particularly vapid. Sorry. Well, this is on your hands now. Stop it. But you disabled magic. Uh-oh. Oh, what did... I think I had to kill him with the fireworks? Yeah, that's what I had to do. Fireworks are the best weapon. Oh my god, and it's literally 2 days before the 4th of July. This is actually really fitting.
All the holidays are the same, there's just different timings.
Yep.
Just different flavors of woo.
I want to see if you recognize this commercial. Actually, oh my god, this place just has a YouTube. Oh my god.
Wow, it's already done. Hey, that was pretty fun. Good work, loser. Thanks.
Oh my god. You know when you find a YouTube channel that's just stuck in time?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
I found the Paper Jams YouTube channel.
What is that?
Yeah, I have no idea what that is.
I'm sending it to JoJo for
Alright.
him to explore it.
Alright, I'll continue with the spirit of Pranksgiving. But now it's
Yes.
time to peace out back to the holiday spirit realm. My ride is waiting. What? But I'll be back again this next year. Just you wait and see. I declare this year's Pranksgiving adequate. Later, geeks. Sure
Stuck
thing.
in 2011.
Alright.
Let's look at this.
So let's play a game. It's called...
Oh my god.
It's called Count the Number of Reasons I'm Going to Fire You. I'll start... Oh boy. 1. You ruined my incredibly boring Halloween party. I spent minutes, plural minutes, making those corny decorations. Sorry. 2. In doing so, you summoned an ancient, powerful, and kind of rude poltergeist. That guy had no manners whatsoever. Sorry. 3. You nearly burned down our party hall by setting off fireworks indoors. I'm sorry. When I think the word security guard, violating state and local pyrotechnic safety procedures does not come to mind. But the fireworks were cool. Regardless, you still managed to subdue the spirit of Pranksgiving, which usually involves calling the magic police and evacuating the campus. So I'm not going to fire you tonight. Phew. Psych, you're totally getting mega fired. You'll never find work in the greater Dorwall area again. Consider my prank on you in the spirit of the season. It ain't
Jojo.
midnight yet, Gramps. Oh my god, no. Happy Pranksgiving, everyone.
Jojo, look what I put
What?
in memes and stuff.
You're just going to end it like that? Happy Pranksgiving, everyone. Is this a Halloween special from a sitcom? Get out of here! You should be ashamed of yourself. Yeah, what he said.
Disgusting.
I
Oh
guess,
my god.
I guess it was pretty lame.
I owned one of
Yeah.
those.
Are you just about done now? Want to move to pretending this didn't happen and never acknowledge these events ever again? Yeah, scram! Whatever.
Sclam.
Anyways, yay, that was a Halloween event. Wow!
Boo.
I don't know what everyone was complaining about. I thought the party was pretty nice. Shut up, Periwinkle Northing, not an actual fairy.
Oh, to scream about my eyes.
Oh, and I have the Pranksgiving Cornucopia as an artifact, which is actually not bad, to be honest.
Jojo, would you like to hear something dumb I did with my Robo Reptile?
What did you do?
I tried feeding it a brownie because I remember commercials said you could feed it and you could tame it, but not for long. I'm like, oh, so it's hungry. I'm gonna feed it a brownie.
Did it like it?
All I did was get brownie bits stuck in its mouth and just forgot about it after that. Just collected dust in my room.
Oh
I
my
have
God.
no idea where it is now.
It's lost of time. It's now a fossil.
Basically, either it's lost somewhere, but no, it probably got donated because I donated a lot of my toys. So it's probably it's either in some new kid's house or it's just sitting in like a Goodwill or something.
It'll make
Or-
another child happy eventually.
Wait, do I have...
Enough of these.
Ooh.
I love just discovering old 2000s commercials.
They were certainly a vibe.
It was a different era.
It was a simpler time. It was a
really
better time.
It was.
Back in the good old days of 9/11. Fucking hell.
And tomorrow we can report to Rez that Sin and I didn't talk once about politics.
I feel like we may have mentioned something, but we didn't really go off though. Yeah.
We didn't do what we did on stream.
No, we didn't. Yeah, which is really funny. Because it's really easy for us because we're actually like interested in like political topics. But yeah, it is kind of funny how much he bitched at us earlier today about it.
I mean, I started to stop later on.
Oh
because
yeah, yeah. No, but we all like we're not like we're interested in the topic. We're not obsessed, you know.
I mean, I feel like that if someone just watched that stream, they would beg to differ.
Well, maybe, but like, I don't know, man.
So who's gonna blow up stuff on the 4th?
I don't know.
Probably not me.
Yeah.
I might shoot off some of my shorty shells. I have these half shell shock 12 gauge. I might shoot some of these off. I might show my mom's next day off. I might show her how to shoot.
Oh shit.
We didn't get any fireworks.
My wife keeps on trying to say something as soon as 3 other people are talking. What's
I'm
going on?
just telling you can go to your dad's and watch people explode things.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's an option, but, like, yeah, we also don't know what we're doing for Together Tuesday as a byproduct of not knowing what's going on, you know, America's birthday, so that's something to kind of keep an eye out for. In the coming days, Rez and I will talk more about it. See, like, you know, do either one of us actually have any kind of plans to do America's birthday or not? 'Cause-
Won't lie, I just heard your wife say we can go to your dad's place and just watch people explode.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, but I'm saying we don't know what we're doing, whether or not we're doing stuff. That is an option, or something we can do. And then also, like, Rez and I have to talk about whether or not we're doing, or like what time we would be doing Together Tuesday. Because whether or not we celebrate America's birthday would affect that. So, yeah. I guess that's mostly it, but
The end.
I don't know. And I think it's about time to call it. All we have left is like the final level area thing, but like I feel like we're running out of steam right now. Just all of us collectively. So
I mean, I've been working on fumes for a while.
yeah, so I'm thinking for the return from vacation stream, because we won't be doing this stream a week from now, because we'll be in a different state. We'll be on vacation, but 2 weeks from now we'll be back from that vacation, and we'll be doing this type of stream. So we could finish off the game 2 weeks from now. So return from vacation stream, we beat the game. How about that? Does that sound good?
Sure.
After we beat Magicmaker, I'm gonna convince Sin to play Princess Bride Barbie game that I played as a child.
Why can't you find an
Or-
emulator for Shrek the video game for the PlayStation 2?
I mean, I would need a PlayStation 2 emulator, right?
I used to play Barbie Princess Bride when I was like 5. And I'm gonna make Sin play it because I recently rediscovered it.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Jojo, that's too well drawn.
What is
What you
the
posted.
meme?
Yeah. Anyways, so
Just storm that is a person.
so for some upcoming things, on Monday, since I beat the Oracle games this past week, I won't be doing a Zelda stream on Monday, but I will still be doing a stream. Instead, I'll be doing Torchlight 2, and I'll be finishing the playthrough I've been doing of that, which has been going on parallel to the Oracle game, so it's almost like I'll be kind of finishing off the Oracle era right before I go on vacation. And then there's a Together Tuesday that may or may not happen at its usual time, depending on whether or not we celebrate America's birthday. And then I'll be on vacation, so I won't have next week's stream, nor will I have the Monday and Together Tuesday streams following that. But we should be back in time, just in time for a Saturday stream 2 weeks from now. So yeah. In the meantime, here, let me look at who I want to. Okay, I see who I want to raid. So in the meantime, I want to thank everyone for watching, and I hope the best for every single one of you out there. I hope that relaxing times will come upon you, so that you may feel more at ease with your life, and that while we may have the panic emotes here, you may not need those in your real life. Do you have any parting words?
Go call Toke Shige Broke Shige.
Alright.
I am the storm that is approaching.
Alright, we're gonna go raid Toke Shige. They're really
Broke Shige.
they're a really cool dude, and
Omae wa shinderu.
and I guess here's the raid message. It's gonna be what's up, Broke Shige.
What's up? Oh.
Okay, that's the raid message, alright? You guys got that?
Baroque Shige.
All right, ready?
Okay, I guess.
All right, let's do it, guys. Let's go. Bye.
Bye.
I'm struggling to remember.